Hello! How are you doing? Oh my gosh, the first person in here is a mod. Hello, Vestro Edits. How are you guys? I'm so excited to be live with you guys today. I'm going live every Wednesday now, okay? So the schedule has changed to every single Wednesday. Oh, it's so good to see you guys. Okay, so readings today are, for the shorter reading, we're going to be doing $45 for a tarot reading where I just get to your question and I don't use any oracle. And then we're going to do $65 for the oracle readings. So with an in-depth, that one's going to be really long. It's going to be more in-depth, and I'll use tarot and oracle. For both of them, you can ask one question. It can be anything you'd like. And my list is open. How are you guys doing? The price is now $45. It was $35 before, but now it's $45 for the regulars. So now it's $45. Oh my God, I'm so happy to see you guys. And same way to pay, guys. So if you want to get on my list, you want to get a reading. So for just a tarot reading, where I only use tarot, still in depth, I still answer your question to the best of my ability, is $45. And then if you want to get an in-depth reading with oracle and tarot, it's going to be $65. So if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website. And then on my website, you'll find an option that says support me. And then you'll be able to type in either 45 or 65, depending on which reading you'd like. So that is how you're gonna get on my list. And I just got on. I'm loving my new place. I love it. Yeah, I really, really love my new place. Everything about it. The staff, the environment, I love it all. Oh my God. Mods, get up in here. Okay, guys, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, so I have tarot readings for $45, and then I have in-depth with oracle and tarot for $65. And if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website, and then on my website, you'll find an option that says support me, and then through that, you'll be able to type either whichever reading option that you would like. Okay, we got somebody that booked here. Let's see. I feel like I have to use my iPad. Guys, I'm so excited to see you. Everybody tell me what time it is for you in the comments. Let me see. Yeah, somebody booked, so let me get you on the list here. $10:06, 11. Okay, so it's nighttime for you guys. As you can see, it's not nighttime for me. Where's my Gmail? Here it is. Love you. I love you guys. These are paid readings, guys. Okay, so someone got a $65 reading. Queen Emerald. Okay, Queen. And then we also have Madison got a $45. Okay, so if you guys want to see like what my readings are like, so we have two people right now. Madison got a $45 reading, which is just tarot. And then Queen Emerald got a $65 reading. So if you want to see the difference, or you want to see if you'd like to get on the list, then you can definitely stick around and watch me answer their questions. But other than that, those are my prices. If you guys want to get on my list after these two, then you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website, and then on my website there'll be an option that says support me, and you'll click that and you'll be able to type either 35 or no, either 45 or 65. Okay, first is Queen Emerald. Where are you and what's your question? Happy Pride Month, everybody. Yes, happy Pride Month. Okay, Queen Emerald, where are you? Happy Pride Month, everybody. Okay, do we have anyone that wants to be a mod in here? Okay, just want to know if I'm crazy about this connection that is spiritual. Okay, so I just need to know, are you in contact? And then I would also like to know this person's name or the first letter of their name. Happy birthday, Elizabeth. Not at all. Okay, so you're not in contact. And then what's their name or the first letter of their name? You're so doll-like. That is such a compliment. Thank you so much. Okay, do you have, I don't know if you've commented it, but I haven't gotten their name or the first letter of their name. Oh wait, I can only tell you the initials, J. Okay, J. Yeah, if you guys would like to get on my list, click on the link on my page. I think I only have one mod in here. Can you comment like my prices, which is 45 and 65. So 45 for tarot, 65 for in-depth with oracle and tarot, longer reading, and then link on my page to pay. Could you type that out so I can pin the comment? Jay. I'm going to do a connection reading for you here about this. I'm going to see your energy and their energy and how you guys are meeting in the middle. And what's like the focus here? What's the lesson here? All right, I'm just gonna take my time. I'm like, sometimes I feel like I rush. I'm like, I'm gonna take my time here. Okay. If anyone else resonates with this question, Queen Emerald is asking if she's crazy about this spiritual connection. You could also resonate with it even though you didn't buy it. Okay, I'm gonna read the shadow self on the bottom here. I'm gonna read the base layer and then I'm gonna clarify it with tarot after. But immediately what I'm getting from the fact that this is a spiritual connection, I really want to express the fact, I want to say first it's valid. The Merkaba is coming out with this person's energy, which talks about feelings in the body. I do think that this person feels your energy. Okay, regardless, I don't know what the connection is. I don't know what you guys have had, but this person does feel your energy. But I'm going to get over here into your lesson. You're coming out with the Kabbalah tree reverse, vegans reverse, and then water in the reverse position. This combo right now, this is a card about independence. This is a card about core wounds, and this is a card about emotional processing. So I think what your guides really want you to focus on right now is to realize that your emotions about this person are coming from what you want in the connection rather than what's actually happening, rather than reality. So it's like my feelings from this connection are like, maybe this will happen, maybe this is going to happen, maybe we're meant to be together. So my actions in my daily life are coming from that space of allowing my emotions that aren't necessarily grounded in truth to control my actions, whether that is doing readings about this person or thinking about this person a lot or doing things to attract this person or manifest this person. Your actions are coming from an emotion that isn't necessarily based in truth and clarity. So what they do want you to recognize about this connection is, how do I actually feel about what's actually happening right now? So look at the truth. What is happening? And in the center, we have MIB and then Alpha Draconians, which this is a card about like mind games, and this is a card about toxic relationships, about your body. So this is pretty much saying that your pain body might be attracted to chasing love rather than accepting love. So if your father was emotionally unavailable, take this if it resonates, that's going to cause your brain to be programmed in a way that chases love. Because as a child, you were trying to get your dad's validation. You were giving him love, showing up for him, performing for him, whatever it is that you did, and then hoping that you're going to get loved in return. But he's emotionally unavailable, so he wasn't able to give that to you. So then your brain says relationships with men are me chasing love and not getting anything back emotionally. So that causes your mind to be comfortable in a dynamic where you're chasing a fantasy, because in a fantasy, you can't get let down. You can't get rejected. You can't get invalidated if you're holding on to a spiritual connection, because that person can't walk away if you're holding on to a fantasy. So again, I'm going to clarify with tarot about this person's energy just to give you validity on this fact that this is still a spiritual connection. But ultimately, your guides do want you to recognize that just because it is a spiritual connection doesn't mean that you should betray yourself by allowing your actions to come from a space that isn't grounded in truth and reality. Thank you, Vestro. So let me get a little bit deeper here with tarot. Yeah, and then see, as I'm saying that, the bottom of the deck from the deck that I chose is the Three of Pentacles reversed. This is a card about working together. Right now, this person isn't working with you. They're not giving to you. They're not also working on the connection. So your guides are pretty much saying, we attract someone that mirrors to us the same way that we treat ourselves. They treat us the same way we treat ourselves. So what I want you to recognize is right now, you could be saying, okay, this person is not giving me what I want. They're not giving me the connection I need. They're not showing up for me, but I'm going to give to the connection anyway. So you're pretty much saying, I don't feel seen, I don't feel valued, and I don't feel loved, but I'm going to invalidate and ignore those emotions and keep giving anyway to something that's not giving back to me. So that is emotionally neglecting yourself. So now realize that in this connection, this person is emotionally and physically neglecting you, because that is how you're treating yourself. There's no guarantee that this person will be able to like grow if you grow, but you can choose to show up for yourself in the way that this person isn't showing up for you, to attract and manifest somebody that will give you that feeling that you're showing up for yourself in. So let me keep going here. Yeah, we've got the Fool coming through. Something about this Fool card is really loud to me. So it's actually a really dark card, but it has so much lightness in it. She's the light in the card. The ground is the light. So right now the Fool is about new beginnings, but it's also about, it's almost to me represents a mature energy of something that was immature. So it's like, I'm going to recognize where my immaturity is, and I'm going to validate it and move forward. So right now, again, I'm pretty much saying that this connection can be valid and it can be real, and you can still choose to show up for yourself, even knowing that it's real. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. It doesn't have to be, I'm crazy, this connection is fake, and I'm crazy and I need to get rid of it. And it doesn't also have to be, this is my person, we're meant to be together forever. It can be, this connection is real and this is a real spiritual connection, but how can I use this in a way to benefit myself right now and not neglect how I'm feeling emotionally? Both can be true at the same time. That's kind of what I'm getting from that energy here, with it falling with the temperance in the reverse position, which talks about balance. But with it reversed, like there's a lack of balance here. Yeah, Page of Swords reversed. Okay. There's something here about your guides really wanting you to build something for yourself, build something with yourself. We have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So whoever just booked a reading, I'll put you on my list right after this reading, okay? The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse position talks about perfecting yourself. I think that this connection right now, and I really want you to take this how it resonates. Look back in your past with your parents or past connections. Where did somebody make you feel not good enough? And that could have been the energy of, maybe I don't feel emotionally seen. I don't feel valid to feel my emotions. So I'm going to act in a certain way. I'm going to perfect myself. I'm going to try to act. I'm going to ignore my emotions. I'm going to invalidate my emotions. However that is here. But with the Fool, it's being clarified with the Page of Pentacles. And I want you to recognize the Pentacles is like a physical energy. So it's like physically building something. It's starting a new routine. It's starting a new hobby. It's showing up for yourself in a different way. It's like something that's actually physical in your daily life. And look at the card here. See, it's this fairy holding this flower, and it's like, I grew this. I grew this flower all by myself. I did this. Right now, the emotional gratification that you're getting from this person isn't grounded in reality because you didn't build it. You're like getting it from an illusion. So that's why I think the Pentacles are coming out, is because your guides are wanting you to build something that you can see was created from a stable, real foundation, which could be you asking yourself, what is it that I want from this person? In the reality where you're clinging on to, where you guys are together and this person loves you, how are they treating you? How do you feel? And what does your life look like? And how can you make sure that you're showing up for yourself in those same ways? And that's going to help you process emotions of nobody having shown up for you like that, which is the sole reason of why you're clinging to something that isn't giving to you in the first place. So going to the 5 love languages could be really beneficial for you to pretty much say, like, I want this person to hold me when I cry. Hold yourself when you cry. I want this person, in this reality, they're taking me out on cute dates. Take yourself out on some cute dates. This person is telling me that I'm beautiful and that I'm worthy. Write down affirmations and tell those affirmations to yourself every morning. Meditate to the affirmations when you go to sleep. Listen to affirmations when you wake up in the morning. Like, you're actually grounding again with the Pentacles, actions of going to give myself what this person isn't actually giving me, and not invalidate the fact that this connection is still real. Okay, I'm going to pull on their side now. Yeah, this is like an energy if you didn't have somebody show up for you. I don't know if your dad was like not even just emotionally unavailable, but maybe just like physically not present. Like, you could have had a father that prioritized work or prioritized money, or would like show up in a way that wasn't actually present, like they didn't actually give to you, because it's coming out as the King of Wands. Like, that's the wound here. It's like you want someone to choose you, like you want someone to show up for you. Yeah, that's so loud here. This is so interesting. I'm not exactly sure what, yeah, this is totally talking about energy here. Whoever this person is, I do think that they have other people in their life. This person has options. This person is giving their energy to other people. This is so interesting. It's coming through really energetic, like very much energetic. So again, I don't know exactly, whoever this person is, they have like an immature mindset and they're very disciplined. Like this is someone, it's like, I do the things the way that I do them, so there's no space for emotional processing. So even if this person does have feelings for you, they're not the kind of person that's like gonna process or going to like look at themselves. Like that's not how the energy is coming through. It's actually coming through that I do believe, I don't know if it's, is it better? Are we back? Are we back, guys? Yeah, we're back? We're back. Yes. We're back, baby. Okay, good. I'm so glad. Okay, amazing. So it's pretty much saying Queen of Cups reversed came through on the bottom, and then we have the Six of Swords in the center. So your guides are asking you right now to mentally move away from this connection. So that is going to require you to say, what about this connection am I clinging onto? And how is that mirroring how I'm neglecting myself? What am I replacing with the idea of this connection on actually giving that to myself? Is what I want from this person something that I already have? That's what you're being asked to show up within this connection. And I think it's going to mirror to you maybe some heartbreak, some like processing emotions of maybe someone not showing up for you. But when you actually show up for yourself in that way, it gives yourself like validity to process those emotions, which is releasing fear, which will help you attract something else. So that's what I'm getting for you, Queen Emerald. It's coming through really clear. And I really just want you to recognize if you're giving to yourself what it is that you're idolizing from this person. I really hope that resonated for you. I feel personally attacked. You're so welcome. You are so, so welcome. I'm sending you tons of love. That was perfect. Good, I'm so glad. I'm not single, guys. I have the best boyfriend ever in the world. Okay, someone else got a reading. So next on my list, we have Madison. And then on my list, we have Latami. Hello, Latami. I'm so excited to see your name. Okay, so Madison and then Latami. So if you guys would like to get on my list, I have $45 readings, which is tarot, and then I have $65 readings, which is in-depth with Oracle and tarot. That's the one that I just did. As you notice, it was like pretty long. It's like 15-minute reading. And you can ask anything you'd like. If you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page. You'll find my website. And then on my website, there's an option that says support me. And then you'll be able to type either 45 or 65, depending on which reading you'd like. So that's how you get on my list. Other than that, we are going to go to Madison. So Madison, I just want to make sure you're here. And can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Yeah, that's okay. Yes, that's okay. I'll try to talk slow. I'll try to talk slower for you, Latami. Okay, Madison, I'm here, and yes, out loud is fine. Okay. Yeah, you're so welcome. I hope it works out good. Okay, I would just love a connection reading between me and a friend of mine. We have very strong feelings for each other, but we're kind of in a weird standstill due to circumstances. Her name starts with a J. Okay. Oh my God. This is so cute. I feel like this connection is so out of your comfort zone in the way that it's positive. Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, I can definitely see why this is like on a standstill. You're coming out as the Queen of Cups. This person's energy is the Page of Cups. So I just first have to say, I think that you're a lot more emotionally advanced than this person. Like you maybe have a lot more comfortability when it comes to dealing with your emotions or dealing with scary emotions. So something really loud that's coming through here is I want to like acknowledge that I think this connection is untraditional for you. However it is, whether it's the pace, whether it's the actual connection, how loved you feel from this person, it's something that's genuinely unfamiliar, which could bring out patterns for you of believing that, oh my gosh, this isn't going to work out. It's kind of how your energy feels, is like there's a little bit of like, I really like this person, but like, I don't know if this isn't going to work out. So that is what causes you to like pull back, is the fact that I think this person, the idea of them lightens their load, but when they're not fully confident about it, your energy is like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to lean on something that's going to fall. That's kind of how your energy feels. I like that. I'm going to get back to that. Over here on this person's energy, they are a lot more guarded than you when it comes to this connection. And I think it's either coming from like something about long-term stability. So I don't know if this person has like Virgo energy, Capricorn, or Taurus, but we have the Four of Pentacles with the Ten of Pentacles reverse, which tells me that there either is an issue with money or there's an issue about this person feeling like they have the ability and the tools to actually create something long-term, which with the Ten of Pentacles out here at all, they do see something long-term with you, but that makes them put more pressure on themselves. So with that being said, they're very happy. This person they love you. Like with the Sun and then the Page of Cups, this person definitely has a lot of positive feelings for you. But then mirroring, we have the Fool. They're aware that forwarding this connection would require them to take a leap of faith. That again, you have the Hierophant reversed, which is untraditional energy. They have the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith. Both of you guys to give to this connection requires you to face fears of saying the circumstances might not be perfect, but we're going to try anyway. That's like the energy, but it feels like you pull back because they're pulling back, and then because they're pulling back, you're pulling back. So it's like no one's giving each other confidence. So it's really loud to know that sometimes when one person is scared in a connection and the other person is scared, and you're like, hey, I'm confident in this, like, let's give it a try. You know, I don't know if it's going to be perfect. I don't know if it's going to work out forever, but I want to try because I really like this. In the center, we have the Five of Pentacles reversed with the Star and the Ten of Swords reversed. Both of you guys, that's exactly what's happening. Good, I'm so glad it's resonating for you. Your advice for this connection is to lean on the idea of hope instead of leaning on the idea of fear that comes from your past. So Five of Pentacles reversed with the Star. This is hope. This is literally like, I'm not going to act out of a lack mindset. I'm going to choose to say, in what reality would it look like if everything does work out the way that we want, and realizing that we have the control to respond to obstacles in our relationship. If you both know that you want to put in the work, you have a really amazing chance of adding hope to that connection. But if you allow yourself to say, what happened in the past, this is going to repeat itself, what's going on, what if this happens and this happens, it's really hard to know if I'm being hopeful or delusional sometimes. A message that I'm getting for you, because you do have the Seven of Cups out here, which is a card of like delusion and seeing things the way that you want to see them. Depending on what this connection actually is right now, I think it's a really good idea for you to approach the connection in a way that feels best for you with honesty and confidence. So if you know that you are saying, I just want you to say, having hope that this is going to work out, that's not delusional. But when you cling to it, that is not healthy. So you pretty much say, I have hope and I have control that within whatever obstacle comes up, I'm going to do what I can to make sure that this works out, that I adapt, that I listen to them and they listen to me. It's all about actually hearing each other, being on each other's team, even if obstacles come up, not believing that there are going to be no obstacles. So right now, if you feel like that's something you could do and this person is struggling a little bit more than you, then I would like push you, encourage you to communicate to this person and say like, hey, I don't know exactly what this is going to lead to. I don't know if this is going to be perfect, but I know that I want to try and I know that I want to work through challenges with you. Like, as long as we both are committed, we can do this. Like, no expectations, but let's give it a try. That's the energy of hope, because when you lean on faith, you're trusting something that you can't see. You don't have physical evidence that you can't love without fear. And that's a fact, because you can't tell the future. You don't know exactly what's going to happen in the future. You can't love without fear. So that's like a big thing here, is I really want you to take a second to recognize, where are my fears coming from? And how can I recognize those fears and push forward and take an action that's going to disprove them? And that's going to prove to me that I actually can have faith and I have control over how I respond to hard things, instead of saying I'm going to avoid hard things and I'm going to shut myself out to love because it might be hard. I'm going to say, how can I adapt to hard things in a relationship to help me grow? So again, I do think it'd be good for you to just kind of say like, hey, I'm down to try this if you are. And I think that maybe will give this person a little bit more confidence to take that leap as well. If you guys just have a real honest communication, a real honest conversation about your fears and about how you guys could approach those fears together. That's coming through really loud here. I love this resonated with someone else as well. Thank you, Hailey. I love you, Queen. I love you too. I'm so happy it could resonate for you. Okay, so that was insanely accurate. I'm so glad to hear that. So adding Victoria to my list as well here. Next on my list, I'm not allowed to donate or anything. I'm so sorry. No worries. If the reading resonated for you, I'm really happy to hear it resonated for you, even if it wasn't your reading. I love that people come in here and like someone buying a reading can give another person a message. I think that's amazing. Victoria is on my list. So next is Latami, and then Victoria, and then C3 AM. Anua. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I think you put your username, which I really appreciate that actually. Okay, Latami, you are up. So let me know your friend's question. And if anyone else would like to get on my list, I have $45 readings, which is tarot, and then I have $65 readings, which is in-depth with oracle and tarot, and they're longer. So if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll click on my website, and on my website you'll see an option that says support me, and then you'll be able to type in 45 or 65 depending on which one you'd like. You can type your question with it if you'd like, or you can wait till it's your turn and then you ask it in the comments, but that's how you get on my list here. Okay, so my friend is from France and has been studying in Canada and wants to know if she'll be happy if she moves back to France to continue her studies. Okay, plus general advice. Okay, can I just get her name? Oh, sorry, honey. Brianne. Am I saying that right? Brianne. I'm from America, actually. But I live in Bali. I'm actually feeling called to use the animal oracle first. Oh, thank you. I'm happy you subscribed. I appreciate it. Okay. Whoa. It's coming through so strong. Whoa, okay. This is interesting. How it's coming out right now is, correct me on how this is coming through for you and for her, but there's something here about community. I feel like where she's at now, she might have more community than she did when she was in France. Or the community around her in France put her in an energy of like, I'm around people, but I feel alone. Like I'm surrounded by others, but I don't feel like I'm around people that I actually connect with. With that being said, it kind of feels like she's going through a little bit of a rough patch right now, or she's in a little bit of a rut. And so she wants to go back to something that she's comfortable with instead of staying in an energy that's like helping her grow. So it's not giving yes or no. It's giving her guides want her to have awareness over the fact that she might be choosing something that is comfortable from a space of difficulty rather than choosing something that's emotionally difficult to help her grow. She's choosing something that actually just like kind of puts her in a circle. Like that's how it feels. Raven is coming out in the reverse position, which is a card about manifesting, but it also is a card when it's in the reverse position. It's talking about the fact that there's a resistance to doing the emotional work that comes with a manifestation that you may want. That's coming out with joyous fun reversed. And that tells me that she may be uncomfortable when things go well, or when things are flowing smoothly, or things are less disciplined, things are less routine, because then it gives her an opportunity to feel safe. And there might be a part of her that doesn't like feel worthy about that, doesn't feel good about that. There is something here like loud about connection. If she does go, it's coming through with giraffe, which is seeing things from a higher perspective. So that's what I mean. I think this reading is like really wanting you to like zone out, like look at what is my actual intention doing this? is this something that's actually going to make me happy? Is this putting me in an environment where I'm out of my comfort zone, or am I repeating something that my mind is comfortable with that my body isn't? We have the Sacred Temple, which is a card about making sure that every single day you do something that grounds you into yourself. So it could be meditating, it could be going to the park, it could be hanging out with friends. It's something where you're fully in the energy of just saying, I am enjoying this present moment, and you're fully connected to yourself. You're not worrying about anything, you're not worrying about bills or money, you're fully dropped into the present moment. That gives you the opportunity to say, okay, when I feel this good, how do I actually feel about this option? How do I actually feel about this option? So pretty much right now, her guides want her to take action every day to not get emotional satisfaction or emotional gratification from the idea of something, and create it in her daily life with some type of routine. So she knows, she has a compass. Say, what is going to match this feeling that I already have? Instead of saying, this is going to give me this feeling, she says, I already have it. And this is what matches this. Which option matches this? So again, it's like she's going through a lot of inner challenges right now when it comes to how she deals with her emotions. And she's being asked to pretty much nurture her emotional self to have confidence in her decision. I don't feel like either one is right or wrong, but I do feel like the mindset she has right now is clinging to an old sense of emotional safety that isn't necessarily grounded in truth. It isn't grounded in actually feeling good. Let me clarify with tarot here. She's meant to be in an environment where she feels supported and loved. And I think that's something that it's like she's comfortable without it, but she's meant to be around people that she feels supported by, that are helping her grow. Bro. Upright or reverse? The Devil, sideways. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting this so loud. The Devil to me is a card about reaching for something, like an addiction to something, a codependence on something. So that's what I'm saying. There's some kind of energy here of her having, like, going to an old mindset or an old pattern when it comes to making this decision. Slow down. That's like the biggest advice when it comes to this decision, is like, don't choose anything. Slow down. Yeah, that's so good. Okay. Queen of Cups, Four of Pentacles, Seven of Cups on the bottom. You have a lot more options. She has a lot more options than she thinks she does. With the Queen of Cups, there's 7 cups here growing from this plant, right? The Queen of Cups is holding her 1 chalice. So there's really a big energy here right now that they want you to make an emotional decision. They don't want you to make a logical decision, what's good for me decision, a school-based decision. They want you to make an emotional decision. So right now, hold back on making an actual decision and recognize, what am I clinging on to? And how can I release that, nurture myself, and then reevaluate the situation from an emotional perspective? They're asking you to take a leap of faith. So I kind of feel like you're being asked to choose what's more emotionally difficult than what's more mentally comfortable. Yeah, the Temperance. We have the Temperance, the 7 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Like, slow down. Slow down. Don't cling on to any kind of option here. That's like the biggest energy that I'm getting. With the 10 of Pentacles reverse. Look at sustainable. 2 of Cups is coming out, which is about connection. And then the Fool. Oh my God, that's what I'm saying. So this could be a relationship, or it could be a friendship. It could literally be you, like Latami. This card could be talking about you. She's being asked right now to lean on friendship, to lean on connection when it comes to feeling comfortable making a leap of faith. So this is pretty much saying, like, come with me, stay here. I'm here for you. I'll support you, or asking for help when it comes to fears that she has. But right now, her guides want her to look at long-term stability. What decision is going to make me emotionally happy long-term? What decision is going to benefit not only my future, but also my emotional satisfaction? Instead of what decision is going to be logically right. look way at your future and say, 6 years from now, am I going to actually feel satisfied and feel happy if I do this? So that's like the biggest advice that I'm getting here. But with new supportive connections, the Two of Cups, Sacred Temple, and Joyous Fun reverse, there's a big energy here to lean on support, lean on connection when she's feeling stuck. And that might help her realize that maybe it's not something that she has in France. Or maybe it's the other way around. Maybe it's something that she doesn't have here and she feels like she has more of it in France. But there is a really big energy here to actually process that emotional realization. So that's what I'm getting, Latami. I hope you were able to translate that. I really tried to slow down. I usually think I talk way faster than that. Oh, thank you, Denise. Happy to see you. OMG, yeah, thanks so much. We will rewatch it to translate slower. Okay, perfect. I'm so glad. You're so welcome. Thank you for booking with me again. I really hope it resonated for her. If you want to email me at all, like the outcome, if it did resonate, I would love to know. But if you don't want to, it's totally fine. Okay, next on my list, guys. Yeah, you're so welcome. Thank you. This live is too crazy. I know there's so many people in here. We need more mods. So next on my list is Victoria, and then we have Anua. I'm so sorry for pronouncing your name wrong. Who wants to be a mod here? I'm looking for dedicated subscribers that want to mod so we can get some more here. Happy Pride Month, everybody. Yes. Thank you for subscribing, guys. Thank you for thumbs up the live. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna get some mods here. Thank you guys for subscribing. I appreciate it. Okay, let's see here. Let's get some more mods. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, we're getting lots of mods here. Yes, we're getting new mods. Yes, 333 guys. And literally mods are like teamwork, energy. Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay, awesome. I think that's good. I think we've got a few mods that I can block out the haters. Okay, yes! So next on my list, guys, is Victoria. So Victoria, please drop a comment down below so I can see that you're here. And let me pull up your question. Okay. Victoria. Hi, I'm here. Okay, amazing. And you're just wondering, how do I elevate out of my current situation? So is this talking about finances, or is this talking about like connection? Oh my gosh. Yay, I love my new mods. Thank you guys so much. Okay, the comments are going so fast. Trying to find Victoria. Did she respond? Finances, my family depends on me for money right now, and I want to be independent and free. Okay. Thank you for being so vulnerable with your answer. Let's get into it here. So you got a tarot reading. I'm going to be using this deck. This is not the right deck. I'm supposed to be using this one. Also, guys, if you'd like to get on my list, so right now I have Victoria, and then I have Anua, and then after that my list is open. So if you want to get on my list, guys, to get a reading, you can stick around and see what they're like. I have tarot readings, which are $45, and then I have in-depth readings of Oracle and Tarot that are $65. So regardless on whichever one you want, you can ask any question you'd like. You click on the link on my page, you'll find my website, and then on my website, you'll find an option that says support me, and you click that and you'll be able to type 45 or 65 depending on which one you'd like. So that is how you get on my list. Okay. Oh, you guys are sweet. Oh, wow. This is about your confidence, 100%, especially because it relates to your family. I was like literally like I saw the Seven of Swords and here it is. I'm taking that. Wow. Okay. What we have right now, so I'm gonna get really energetic with this reading, okay, when it comes to like money and money mindset. So what I really want you to recognize is that when you are providing for your family, which first of all, I just have to say that in a healthy dynamic, energetically and emotionally, that is not something that you should have to do as a child. Even if you're not a child anymore, that's not something like there shouldn't be anybody else that depends on you when it comes to money or family, right? Like that's just something that it's just genuinely not equal. That's what a parent does. You shouldn't have to parent your parents. So right now it feels like there could have even been an emotional dynamic within your family that makes you feel guilty for wanting to have your own life and actually taking action on that. There also could be an energy of guilt for you of saying, if I'm confident enough to take a leap of faith, to stop supporting my family or to lessen supporting my family so I can have more energy for myself to have my own life, then it's like, I feel guilty. Like, I feel like that's maybe not something I should do. I can't just leave my family out in the cold. I want you to know, like, first, that perspective is absolutely valid. But what you also need to recognize is this is with codependency. When it comes to emotions or money, you're enabling those people and not even giving themselves an opportunity to recognize that they could make money. So there is something here to recognize that you're tired girl, you're tired. 10 of Wands here with the 9 of Wands reversed, with the Death, Page of Swords reversed. You are so hard on yourself. You put so much responsibility on yourself, and you're constantly in an energy where you feel like you have to like avert disaster. Like your energy is so tired. I can feel it so strongly. That's really loud, okay? And I want you to honor that in your actions. What I want you to recognize and what's going to help you is teamwork. So your first option could be standing up for yourself or making some type of effort to communicate and say like, guys, I can't afford this. This isn't something that feels good for me right now, and I want to have my own life, and that is something I deserve. That's not something that I should have to ask for. So with that being said, like, would you guys be willing to help out in some way? And if they say no, you gave them the opportunity to make things a collaborative energy. And if they can't do that, that's out of your control. And you gave them the opportunity. So then that's when 3 of Wands, 7 of Swords, they want you to start creating a plan that honors you. You, your feelings, your energy, your priority. That is something that your guides are wanting you to do, is to make a plan that honors you, whether that requires setting boundaries, whether that requires standing up for yourself, but there is a fast moving energy here, okay? So I think once you make this decision, you are extremely resilient. Like you're coming out as the Queen of Wands and the Fool on the right side of the spread. When something comes up, you deal with it, you can do it, you've got it, because you've been under pressure before. So when you take that energy and you put it towards only yourself instead of putting it towards people that aren't giving back to you, you're going to move very fast because the universe is going to support you because you are supporting yourself. So there is something here within, again, you trying to find the balance with communication and boundaries. And if that's not something that they respect, take the leap of faith of creating a life for you. That's the biggest advice I have here right now. And then underneath the 3 of Pentacles is the 7 of Wands, which is literally the card of defending yourself. That's what I mean. It's like, I shouldn't have to carry this all by myself. This is genuinely not fair. This is not equal. This is not just. Like, it's not just like, oh, I'm being kind, I'm being loving. It's like, I'm not getting anything back. This is genuinely not something I should have to carry alone. It's not equal. And whether they see that or not, they want you to be confident in that perspective. So this is a loud ego death for you that could be related to your inner child of like, what if they don't love me anymore? Or like, what if I get abandoned? Where it's like, you're only abandoning yourself right now. Like, you're not going to get abandoned by people that need you because they need you. Like, that's how the energy is coming through right now. So yeah, have hope, have faith, create a plan that's going to honor you, and try to take one step towards that every single day. This doesn't require... Are we back? Are we back? Are we back, guys? We're back. Okay, we are back, guys. Okay. Upgrade. Yay! Okay, so did you guys hear everything? So this was for Victoria. Victoria, did you hear everything? Ophelia is also on my list. Oh, that's such a beautiful name. And then also Maria is also on my list. Okay. The audio keeps cutting out. Is the audio cutting out for everybody? Okay, so if the audio's cutting out, then I guys want you to leave and then come back. Okay, so I think that might work. That might help out if you leave and come back. Okay, so Victoria, what did you hear? What did you hear? What did you miss? I want to know what's the last thing you heard. If you guys want to get on my list, these are paid readings. So I just did a $45 reading, which is tarot. And then I also have $65 readings, which is in-depth with oracle and tarot. And it's a longer reading as well. So you can click on the link on my page. And then after you click on the link on my page, you'll find my website. And then on my website, there'll be an option that says support me. And then you can type in either 45 or 65, depending on which one you'd like. So I just did Victoria, and then we have Anua, and then Oilia and Maria. So Anua got a $45 reading, which is tarot. Oilia and Maria both got in-depth readings, if you guys want to see what that might be like. So oracle readings are just more in-depth. They have cards they have different meanings. Tarot is like pretty selective. Oracle has different meanings. So I'll use 3 or 4 decks, anywhere from 2 to 4 decks for oracle readings, and they're longer. Tarot, I just use tarot, so it just gets like the base of the message. Yes, I did get your 25 to upgrade. Oh yes, I'm so sorry. I put you as upgrade. Yeah, I did see that. Okay, I'm just seeing if Victoria heard everything from the message. I just missed the last thing you said. I wish I could remember the last thing I said. I think the last thing I said pretty much was the base of the message is that you are being asked to create a plan that just honors oh my God, I just bit my tongue. That just honors you, even if that requires you setting boundaries and taking a step towards that every single day. Like, this is you honoring the version of yourself that says what is equal and what's not. And even if it's difficult for me, I'm going to honor something and make sure that it's equal, even if that requires me choosing myself or pulling back on what I'm providing for my family, because I have to choose myself. And again, that was like, like I said, you communicating boundaries or asking them to step up and being honest about where you're at in the life that you want and saying, this is what I deserve. So that's really the vibe. It's like, oh, I remember what I said now. I said, this isn't something that is hard for you. Right now, you're already doing everything you need to do. The only thing you're not doing is saying, this is the reality I want, and I'm going to actually take action towards that. That's what you're not doing, because it's fearful for you. Like, there's a fear that your family might reject you or you might get abandoned. But the energy for you is like, you have to honor something for yourself, even if it's hard. You know what you want. So start taking action towards that. I feel like I just read for a past version of myself. Like, I have so much love for you, and I'm really I really know that you're not going to regret this. I'm really proud of you for honoring what it is that you want. Yes. Okay, guys. So, thank you. Sincerely needed this severely. You have a beautiful day. Thank you so much. I'm really happy it could resonate for you. Oh my gosh, one of my mods is kicking ass right now. You're kicking ass right now. Okay, well, somebody else just has joined my list. 1 second. Guys, I'm having so much fun. Eleanor is also on my list here. Okay, so next is Anua, and then Oilia, and then Maria, and then Eleanor. That is my list, guys. Yeah, W mods for real. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, Anua. But I think your username is SC3AM. C3AM. So if you're here, please let me know. Guys, these are paid readings. It's 111 right now. These are paid readings. Okay, so if you want to get on my list, I have $45 readings and I have $65 readings. So 45 is just tarot, and then 65 is in-depth with oracle and tarot, and it's like a longer reading as well. So you click on the link on my page, and then you click on my website, and then after you click on my website, there'll be an option that says support me, and then you'll click on that and you'll be able to type 45 or 65 depending on which one you'd like, and you can type your question in there as well. Okay. Looking for Anua. Looking for Anua. Are you here, Queen? Yeah, we just block out the haters, guys. She's hiding from us. Erin! Oh my gosh, hello, Erin. Did you just join? Bye, Vestro. Bye. I'm so happy to see you, Erin. Welcome. Oh my god, thank you so much, Melina. That is really sweet. That's so validating. It makes me feel really good. Where is Anua? Maybe. Did she put her question? Let me see. Did she put her question with it? Okay, she just said about love. So I'm wondering, maybe I should just move forward on the list. And if she doesn't show up later, then I'll do her reading and I'll email her that she can watch it back. So I think we'll move on to the next person. So, yeah. I'm a new subscriber. Welcome, guys. Welcome in. So next on my list, we have Oilia. Oilia, it's leggy for me. Is it? So if it's leggy for you, then maybe like leave and then come back. And I think that could help it. Oh my god, your readings have literally changed my life and validated me. It's insane. I value the value you bring to the collective. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay, looking for Oilia. Oh, guys. I live in Indonesia. I live in Bali. Calling Oilia. Okay, so this live stream is paid readings. Damn, where are all my clients going? They like they book and then maybe I should, she has her full question here. Thank you, thank you. So maybe I should email her. Oilia is here. She is here. Okay, amazing. Can I read your question out loud? Or would you like me to keep it private? Okay, someone else just bought a reading as well. Miriam. Oh my goodness. Miriam tipped me. Thank you. Oh my goodness. That makes me so happy. It warms my heart, Miriam. Thank you. Okay, you are on the list, my love. Okay, Oilia. I saw Oilia. Okay, I'm so glad you guys saw her. I'm just going to read her question quietly and I'll sum it up. Oh my gosh. Miriam, so sweet. Is that Horse Girl Forever? Is that you, Miriam? Yeah, chat is too fast. I'm trying to find her. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Ophelia's one, she's still friends with someone that she's dated, and they were friends prior, doesn't want to end the friendship. What's the advice? That's the question here. Okay, whew, I immediately feel like heavy energy. Okay. Today's live is going so well, guys. Feeling really positive about today's live. You guys are bringing me positive vibes. Okay, I know the advice here. Horse Girl Forever. Just tell me the name you dropped it under. Wow. Wow. I feel that you guys have a lot of love for each other. You definitely have a lot of love for this person. Yeah, I did not get your payment. I kind of get the feeling that you might be lying. I didn't get your payment, Horse Girl Forever. Okay, so before I even get into tarot, I'm just going to drop in here. So the cards that I got, we have let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And then deep within your heart, you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. With imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. There's a really loud energy here. You have a very strong connection with this person, Ophelia. Okay, I have to say that. Really strong connection. I do believe that you guys have like fun, playful energy, but I also feel like that's something that's been taken away because of your feelings when it comes to the connection. Okay. So sometimes the payment, I'm just going to say first, Horse Girl Forever. Sometimes I've had payments come in later. Like someone pays and then it comes in like 30 minutes or an hour after. I don't know why that's happened, but I think let's wait it out. And I'm not sure like what's happening. Like we'll see if it comes through. I'll definitely be live for longer. So we'll see what happens. Okay, but there's other than that, like right now, there's nothing I can do if I haven't received the payment. So let's wait it out. Or you can contact Snipfeed support. Maybe something came through with your payment. Okay, so with that being said, I feel like this connection right now, it's become more of like an emotional burden, like a reflection of an emotional burden or a reflection of where you feel neglected rather than something that you can enjoy and have a good time with. So what I'm immediately getting from the let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space, that's asking you to recognize this doesn't have to be all or nothing. This doesn't have to be I'm best friends with this person and I'm together with them all the time and I miss them and I'm sad. Or it doesn't have to be I completely reject the connection because I can't be friends with this person. Like you don't have to end the connection to process your emotions about the breakup. So pretty much what this is saying before I even get into more decks is you recognizing right now I miss this person and this is heavy and this is hard. So maybe it's not a good idea for me to hang out with them or text them. I'm going to take some space and I'm going to process my emotions and I'm going to give myself what I want from them. And I'm going to process these emotions. So then that brings a lighter energy the next time that you see them. That's something that's coming through here, is you taking a second to bring awareness to how you feel, honor that independently, and then go back to the connection when you feel better and you're not craving something from this person. That's what happens when you have a breakup, obviously, and you guys are still friends, is you have to actively process your emotions independently, because at one point that person was maybe somebody that you could go to for emotional processing. But when you have a breakup, obviously it's a lot harder because you have feelings about the fact that the romance isn't necessarily there anymore. Yeah, and then we have mantis beings coming out. And then Pleiadians on the bottom. You guys have such a playful connection. That's something that's really like has made you struggle here. Oh my God. There's so much about emotions here. This is actually deepening your ability to be emotionally present with yourself. So right now, I think there's a really big focus on like needing this person's validation because it's not something that you have anymore. Like you don't have the validation of what you got from them when you guys were in a romantic connection. So when we have imagine all unwanted thoughts creating into light, creating room for new opportunities and new possibilities, this is pretty much you saying, I appreciate that this person is in my life, but I'm going to process the feelings of the breakup. That's it. Like that sounds so much simpler than I think of maybe what you're thinking, but it's you not leaning on the connection. And I don't know if you need to hear this, but like freaking cry about it. Cry about it. You have no idea how much crying about it helps you when you actually release emotions and you process emotions instead of holding on to seriousness. So after you process your emotions and then you hang out with this person again, I want you to recognize when you're in the energy of gloomy energy. You're in the energy of like, we're not together anymore. Because you're right now, then you're dishonoring the fact that I have a connection with this person right now. We're friends right now. They're in my life right now. And you're choosing to not see that because of the sadness you have from the breakup, which again is valid. But when you choose to process those emotions, you have the choice in those moments when you're with this person to say, snap out of it. I'm with this person right now and I want to enjoy their company. And then you choose to approach the energy in that manner. And that's only suppressing your emotions about the breakup if you're not processing your emotions when you're not with this person. So that's the balance they're trying to help you find is, let me cry about the breakup, and then when I'm with them, let me choose to enjoy the connection instead of, what's the energy? It's like melancholy, instead of being in the energy of like slowing down. Oh, thank you, Erin, for saying that. Okay, I'm going to get into tarot now here. That's crazy. There's almost like a spiritual depression coming through right now. So the Merkaba is out here, and it's actually related to how much this person, like how loved you feel from this person. So with that being said, I want you to recognize that a spiritual depression is something where you feel sad, but you don't allow it to control your actions. So you use your sadness as a way to show up for yourself in a new way. That's something that you're being asked to do, is say, I'm feeling low, I'm feeling down. How can I help myself? How can I show up for myself? So with that being said, that could even be the mirror of this person, of instead of leaning on this person or going towards this person when you feel down, what is it that you want from them and how can you show up for yourself in that way? Go to the 5 love languages when it comes to this. The Justice, that's what I'm saying. This is the card about balance and karma. You're literally learning how to be more emotionally present with yourself. And then the 9 of Swords on the bottom, which is the card about being in your head. Like the overwhelming of your emotions is something that causes you to be in your head when it comes to this connection. Please process your emotions and prove to yourself that you can give yourself the same energy that you had with this person. You can give yourself the same feeling of when you were dating. You still have them in your life. You still have them as a support system. You just have to give yourself the same feeling of the emotional validation you got from the title of relationship. Like that's the mental illusion here that you're getting. DNA deleted horse girl forever. Well, honestly, okay, so I just have to say the horse girl forever, like I'm kind of confused because first she said my name is under Poppy. I don't have anyone under Poppy. And then she said my name is under Eleanor. I have an Eleanor. But if she was Eleanor, why did she say Poppy first? But whoever deleted horse girl forever, maybe like have them come back in case they did actually pay for a reading. Somebody did mute her. And it's okay, like I'm not upset at anybody, just please make sure you unmute her in case she did pay for a reading. Eleanor, okay, see, I don't think Horse Girl Forever got a reading. I don't think she did. I think she was lying. I don't want to accuse anybody of lying, but it's giving suspicious vibes. There's people that have done that before. Yep, Ace of Cups reversed with the Knight of Cups reversed. Like, there's unrealistic emotional expectations here when it comes to, like, you even giving to this connection. So, King of Wands reversed with the Seven of Pentacles. You're being asked again, take action on yourself, Oilia, okay? Anytime you feel down, show up for yourself like a boyfriend. And then once you feel strong and you feel confident in how you're showing up with yourself, that's when you can give to this friendship. But I just want you to recognize, when am I giving to this friendship from a space of sadness and longing, opposed to when am I giving to this friendship because I actually enjoy it. There's a part of you that's needing something from this person that you don't have anymore, and there's another part of you that enjoys the friendship. So I want you to recognize the different intentions and only give to the connection when you're in the mindset of, I'm confident of where I am and I actually enjoy this. Instead of giving it to it, say, this is longing, I miss this, and I'm sad about what I don't have anymore. Recognize the two and make sure you're taking action only from the one that's coming from a space of independence. That's going to help you have a balance when it comes to this friendship. Okay, that's what I'm getting for you, Oilia. I'm not even sure what your username is because I haven't seen you. Yeah, so Eleanor. Yeah, it's Elanor. And I don't have any reading under Poppy either. Oh, so Oilia, wherever you are, please. I just hope that resonated for you. Whether I see your comment or not, I really hope that resonated for you. And I hope that gave you clarity in how to approach this connection in a way that feels good for you. Because I know that situation is definitely tricky. Okay. Next on my list, guys. Oh, feel it. There you are. Sorry, I've just been listening to you. I really appreciate it, and it did resonate. Much love. I'm so happy it resonated. I'm sending you so much love as well. Happy I got to see your comment. Amazing. Sending you tons of love. Okay, next on my list is Maria. We're going to check again. Is Anua. Anua, are you here? Anna, Irie. Okay, so what is your name under, Anna? What name are you under here? Anua, that's you? I was calling you earlier before Oilia, but I didn't see you. I think that's you. Okay, amazing. So we're going to go to Anua, and then Maria, and then Eleanor, and then Miriam, I think. Yes, yes. Okay, amazing. I'm so happy to see you here. So let's see. You're wondering about love. I just want to know, are you wondering about a specific person or just your love life in general? Thank you so much for subscribing to me, guys. Thank you for all the thumbs up. We have 438 thumbs up. That's crazy. That's gotta be a record up in here. Specific person. Okay. Are you in contact? And the first letter of their name or their name, whatever you're comfortable sharing with me. Oh, I love you guys. But future mostly. Okay. A specific person, but future. Okay, so I'm assuming it's like a crush vibe. Initials AN. All right, so you upgraded as well. I'm gonna use my animal oracle first here. I'll do a connection read so we can focus on you individually and this person as well. Oh, I love that you're excited. Oh, this is really loud. I'm going to start on this person's energy, actually. So whoever it is you're specifically asking about, I can imagine, like, I don't think you guys are, like, in a relationship or anything. That's not how it's coming through. This feels like a crush energy. Maybe this is, like, something that's not... It is. Oh, this is a relationship? This is a relationship? Because that... Well, that's not going to change much, but it's going to change a perspective here that I'm getting. So you're in a relationship with this person. Oh, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, I need to know the context of this. Marriage? Oh my gosh, okay. That is really interesting with what I'm pulling. Okay. Okay, knowing that it's marriage, Link's Keeper of Secrets is coming out on this person's side. And that is a card about, like, secrecy, obviously. And they're also coming out as Elk Nobility reversed, which talks about performative energy. Someone that, like, needs constant validation. They need constant attention. So there's something really loud coming out here about this person having to make some type of choice when it comes to, like, actually giving to this connection in an emotional way. Your energy is coming out as, like, kind, loving, unconditionally loving, but not necessarily fully emotionally dependent on yourself. So I do feel like if there are any insecurities that this person brings up within you or within your guys' relationship, it is something that really affects your sense of confidence or your ability to feel safe. So I kind of feel like right now you're coming through with borderline separation, basically divorce. Okay, that makes a lot of fucking sense with what I'm pulling because this person's energy is very avoidant. Your lesson in this, and this is very much kind of mirroring to you what you were asking about, like your future love life. These are the cards that you're coming out with. So you're a very kind, loving person. I can see that clearly. But I think you've had a pattern of giving to people that don't necessarily give back to you what is that you're giving. So you give consistency, you give emotional availability, you give kindness, sweetness, love, and then you might attract somebody that's emotionally unavailable. Someone that you feel like you have to chase their love, someone that you feel like you're not safe to express boundaries, you're not safe to express things that you need. So with that coming through, and this being something that is, like you said, borderline separation or something that's leaving your life, you're being asked to reflect on the version of yourself that you want to leave behind that was connected to this relationship. So that for you is pretty much overgiving. So that's like, I gave to something and I kept giving even when it wasn't giving to me. Or maybe I didn't set boundaries. Maybe I didn't communicate my needs. Maybe I was afraid of speaking up for what I wanted. So right now you're definitely being asked to create a sense of emotional availability within yourself that this person didn't give you. So this is pretty much saying, reflecting on this connection and saying, what didn't I get from this person? And what did I crave? And how can I make sure that I feel confident in being able to give that to myself? So if I run into a connection again that doesn't honor me the way that this person didn't, then I can recognize it and I will have no problem taking a step back because I know that I can give it to myself. But if you are not able to give those things to yourself and you meet someone that isn't giving it to you either, then that creates a codependent energy of chasing what you want instead of paying attention to what you're actually getting or what you're not getting. So there's a really big lesson here. Water reverse on the bottom as I'm saying that. It's like an infancy stage right now of you recognizing what an actually healthy relationship requires when it comes to the relationship you have with yourself. So let me get a little bit deeper here, but there's a loud energy here about boundaries. There's a loud energy here about standards. Like your guide's pretty much having you create standards for yourself so you can communicate that in connections that are moving forward. I'm still going to say your lesson because it's still coming out, but I will pull on his energy. I feel like the Seven of Swords is going to come out for him. Yeah, okay. Whoa. Holy shit. How did this end? This feels like feels like schemy. How do I describe it? Feels like sneaky. I don't know. Seven of Swords is a fucking first card out. That's what I literally said. I was like, I think the Seven of Swords is gonna come out. Did this person like cheat on you? Like, I don't know if they did or if that's something you've suspected. Whether it was like actual like sexual energy or if it was like emotional cheating, I don't know. This is somebody that like needs validation from other people. Like, I have to say that. With that being said, they're coming out with Venusians in the reverse position, which is a card about like relationships, but it's also a card about heartbreak. Yeah, literally, Seven of Swords. And then we have crop circles reversed with the Kabbalah tree reversed. This person, it needs constant validation to feel good about themselves. So it's like, I constantly need to feel like the man. I constantly need to feel like someone wants me. I constantly need to feel needed. You've taken that energy away from them. I can see that very clearly. Like I said, you are still in the process of learning how to validate yourself emotionally the same way they did. It's like, you know your worth, but you're actually putting that to action in your daily life, which is this energy for you. So now it's like you're having fun with that lesson. This could be like, this could be dating. This could be dating and practicing boundaries. This could be dating and finding new standards. Like, that's your energy here. But I do feel like I can see that you've pulled back. Their energy now, it's actually like, I'm realizing how much this is that. Like, it's like, I'm realizing how much you actually gave to me, how much confidence you gave to me because you were always there. Like, that's the energy. It's like, no matter what I do, no matter how I'm treating myself, no matter who's not giving my energy, you're always there. You're like the rock that I always come back to. You always want me and you always make me feel confident because you're always there. So I told him, I want this. He said, you're too much. So I stepped back. Yes, exactly. Okay, I'm so glad about that. Yes, snapping. So with that energy here, the Seven of Swords is coming through. Is this like reversed or upright? It's reversed. This is guilt. This is guilt energy. When the Seven of Swords reversed, it's like I'm seeing my avoidance. I'm seeing my own avoidance. So Horse Girl Forever, I still have not gotten your payment. I'm sorry, I have to say that. I still have not gotten your payment. So I would reach out to like snipfeed.help, snipfeed.com/help, because I haven't gotten your reading. Oh my God. Seven of Swords reversed, Nine of Swords with the Magician in the reverse position. This person feels like they don't have control over the situation anymore, and it's causing them to have a lot of anxiety. That's literally what this is. They feel like they've lost their balance. It's interesting though, because what I'm getting about how they're coping with it is like doing things that they always do. Like there's not an energy of actualizing like growth or actualizing lessons. So it's just like, fuck, I don't feel like I have control over this anymore. Let me go get attention somewhere else. Let me do something else. Let me show up in my job. Like however this person gets attention or gets validation, which could be from work, could be from money, could be from flirting, it could be from their friends. Like that's the energy they're saying, I'm gonna go towards this because I don't know how to actually grow. I don't know how to actually show up in this connection. Right now I'm on Anua, so I have 3 readings after this one. So if you'd like to get on my list, you know where the link is. And bam, look at that. You're coming out as the Empress here. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm really proud of you for pulling back your energy. 4 of Pentacles on the bottom here with the 10 of Swords reversed. This is definitely causing this person a lot of fear, but I just have to say, like, there's not actual growth here. So I think it's a really good idea for you to continue to, like, self-discover, you know. Yeah. Thank you. You're so welcome. Yeah, you made a good decision. Make sure you're processing your emotions about this and you're just like showing up for yourself in the way that he didn't. I think that's like very much a good lesson for you right now. But I hope that this reading gave you validation in the fact that you did contribute a lot into this connection, and I think it was very much unequal. So setting yourself free from that and choosing yourself is definitely bringing you into this Empress energy, which is very attractive to this person and others. Okay. Yes. Next on my list is here it is. Next on my list now is Maria. Okay, guys, Maria is next. I live in Bali, guys. Happy birthday, Gloria. Happy birthday. Aaron, I was grabbing my water bottle right as you were saying that. Life with Maurice, thank you so much for popping in and being a mod. I really appreciate you. Okay, someone else just sent a payment here. So Maria, are you here? Maria. Okay, Bianca is on my list as well here. I live in Bali, guys. I live in Bali, Indonesia. Maria, looking for Maria. Hailey, you low-key inspired me to start taking social media more seriously. Oh my God, Erin, that literally means so much to me. Oh my God, you inspired me to like, I feel like I haven't been taking it so serious. But I mean, obviously, like, my journey's been really long. Grinding for a future art career. Oh my gosh, Erin! Thank you so much for sharing that with me. I have so much hope for you. I've read your energy multiple times and I know you're going places, girl. Stay committed. I'm so happy I could inspire you. I'm always here to inspire you. Oh, yay! Oh my god, that means so much to me. Oh, sending you a hug, girl. Okay, I'm not seeing her. So Maria, are you here, queen? We might skip over her and like, excuse me, if she doesn't show up, and then we can like move on to the next person and see if she comes up after. Maria. I'm here. Okay, I see you. I see you. Sorry, the chat is going so fast, guys. So Maria, best advice to get this connection to the next level. I love that question. Okay, Maria, you are next. So guys, first I just have to say my list right now is Maria. It's Maria, Eleanor, Miriam, and Bianca. So that's my list right now. And sorry, got locked in. So that's my list right now. If you guys would like to get on my list. So Maria got a $65 reading, and Eleanor, my next client, got a $45 reading. So $45 readings is just tarot, and $65 readings is oracle and tarot. It's also a bit longer of a reading. I get more in depth. I put more time into it. And if you want to get on my list, you can click on the link on my page, and then you'll find my website. And then on my website, you'll be able to click an option that says support me, and you click that, and you'll be able to type in either 45 or 65 with your question. So that is how you get on my list, guys, if you'd like to. Other than that, let's get into Maria's question here. Okay. Best advice to get this connection to the next level. Happy Pride, everybody. I wish I had the flag or something. I'm gonna use this deck. No, oh, this one. Use my lover's deck. Hello, Jade. I didn't see you. Happy birthday, Katie. Okay. Best advice from Maria to get this connection to the next level. Whoa. Oh my god, I love the message I just got for you. Oh my god, girl. Oh my god, life's good. Hello. Hello. It's so good to see you. Okay, this is so loud, girl. This is literally so loud. Okay, one more card, and then I'm gonna jump in, and then I'll get into tarot. Secret admirer on the bottom with friendship. Oh my freaking god, this is so cute. Okay, so the first card out was twin flames. I have to say, I don't like the label twin flames. Like, I don't like that because I think it makes you attached to an outcome when that requires free will. So I'm just gonna say the message that I'm getting from that immediately was when the idea of a twin flame is that like you guys are meant to be together, right? So I first want to say, like I said, a connection requires effort. You know, it requires you to both choose that every day. But your guides want you to stop trying. Don't try for this connection to go into the next level. The next card I get is playfulness, which confirmed what I was thinking. Enjoy the connections. Let go of what's right and wrong. Let go of what you should and shouldn't do. Enjoy the connection and trust that if it's meant to be, all you have to do is be authentic, and that will take you to the next level naturally and organically. It's not coming from a space of I'm doing this or I'm not doing this, I'm showing up, I'm not showing up. It's I'm just being myself, and the connection leads naturally to the next phase. Underneath playfulness, it literally confirmed, it took the words right out of my mouth. It says, don't make decisions based on guilt on what you think you should do, for it is only being true to yourself that you can be true to others. There's an energy here of you feeling as if you need to control the connection. So this could be, do I pay on Snip Feed? Yes, you're going to click on the link on my page, click on my website. There'll be an option that says support me, and then you'll be able to type in 45 or 65, whichever reading option you'd like. You can put your question in there as well. So there's an energy here of like, I don't believe that if I don't control this, it's going to end up the way that I want. But they want you to release the outcome, because why would you want something that you have to like put so much effort into control? You want something that feels natural, it feels organic, it happens on the way it's supposed to. And then mirroring the twin flame card, which again is this similar energy that I'm pulling here of acceptance. We literally have acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change or control, which is beyond our control. That's literally the energy here is you can't control this person's feelings. You can't control the future. You can't control what happens. All you can do is accept what it is, enjoy it for what it is, and communicate along the way your own boundaries or your own standards. And then underneath that, we have sexual union, which right now, the sexual energy for me, it's not giving me like actual sex energy. Maybe that relates for you, but it's giving me my lower chakras. Oh, Aaron. Maybe I'll give you a discount, Aaron. You're a loyal mod. You can pay 45. Okay, so the sexual energy for me, it's giving sacral, solar plexus, and root chakra. Okay, so that's like the energy of your sense of safety, your sense of emotional confidence, and your sense of emotional safety. Or emotional vulnerability, I mean. So with that being said, those are things that right now you're being asked to validate in yourself when it comes to this connection. So when you notice yourself clinging onto an outcome or clinging onto control, ask yourself, how do I actually feel about the connection? Take away from what you want to happen. How do I actually feel, and how can I just be honest with that? How can I just be authentic to that? That's something that you're being asked to do. That's going to help you elevate. With on the bottom, secret admirer, right? This is someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. With friendship. And then on the bottom, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. So that's literally saying that the more you honor this connection, and friendship to me is the energy of presence. When you're friends with somebody, you're not looking for the next level. You're not looking for if you're going to get married. You're not looking for how the connection is going to advance. You're unconditionally loving each other. You're enjoying each other's presence and company. There's no future outcome that you're trying to reach. When a friendship energy comes out for me in a relationship, it's your guide saying, be present. Be present in the connection, enjoy the connection, and quit looking at where it could go and look at what it is. Let me confirm with tarot now. Actually, I'll use tarot here. Okay, we have 2 more people that just got on my list here. I'll put you guys on my list when I'm done with this. Yeah, Maria, I'm so excited for you. This is a really good reading. Oh, but like I said, this person may not be like fully vulnerable. Like that's why I think the secret admirer card is out here, is because you're like, I don't maybe know exactly how fully they feel about me, but they're also taking it slow. So go at their pace. We have the Justice with the 3 of Wands reversed. Your guides are literally like, don't. 3 of Wands energy. Look at this. So there's something coming in for her. 3 of Wands is like something's planted and it's coming in for me. And it's coming in from back here. But do you see how she's going la 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 la, and it's going to come in behind her, but she's not paying attention to it because she's not emotionally attached to it, and she knows that it's coming. She knows that something's coming, but she's not even having to look at it. So this is kind of asking you to have faith, but with the Justice, it's helping you realize, where am I not balanced in this connection emotionally? What am I clinging on to for emotional security or emotional safety? And how can I choose to look the other way and just have a playful energy? Then the High Priestess with the freaking Empress on the bottom. Girl, you have a feeling about this connection. It's like you have an intuition about it, and because you have an intuition about it, you feel a need to like control it. There's something here about you actually allowing yourself to receive from the connection instead of the receiving coming from your own control. Like, you're never going to believe that you don't always have to be on top of everything and you don't always have to control everything if you never allow yourself to take a step back from that. So imagine you're like, okay, this connection happened because I took a step, because I showed up, because I communicated, because I did all of these things. So imagine you just enjoy who you are and you enjoy the connection, and then this person takes a step up. That gives you validity that you don't always have to be the one taking the first step forward. That's kind of an energy that I'm getting here, is like release control so you can allow yourself to prove that you don't always have to be the one controlling. You don't always have to be the one in control. You do have control, but it's a mutual effort. And then the last section here is the 7 of Pentacles, which is slow moving energy. It's what I'm saying. Patient energy, planting a seed, watching it grow, with the Knight of Cups, which is an energy of emotion, like romance and enjoyment. Okay, so enjoy this connection for what it is. Recognize any anxiety you have. And when you have this anxiety, make sure you're not acting from a space of abandonment. You're validating yourself, showing up for yourself, and saying that I don't have control over this connection, so I'm just going to enjoy what it is. Like, release the emotional expectation that you have into going into the next level. The only, what you have is communicating your feelings and showing interest. You know, and if it gets to the point where it's too long, you can always communicate to the person and say, I really like you. We don't need to be something like right now or right away, but I would just want to know what your intention is if you're worried about this person's intentions. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, Maria. That was such a cute, sweet reading. I'm glad it can totally resonate with you, even though it wasn't your reading. Totally. So have fun. Yes, have fun. That's literally your advice. Have fun, flirt, enjoy the connection, and nurture yourself when you notice yourself trying to grasp onto control. Yeah, this is a really cute reading. Next on my list is Eleanor. I have 2 people that got readings here, so let me add them to my list. Okay, so we have Anema on the 45. And then we have Sameda also on the 45. Hey, girl. Thank you so much. You are so welcome, Maria. Thank you for buying a reading. Guys, 500 thumbs up. Thank you. That's so many. I don't know if I've ever had a live with that many thumbs up. Guys, let's reach 1,000. Let's reach 1,000 thumbs up. I've never reached that. That would be freaking insane if we could reach that. I'd be really grateful. Okay. So I see you, Eleanor. I'm Eleanor. Why? Why do I have 2 Eleanors here? Okay. Whoever the real Eleanor is, I need you to comment your last name that you put on the listing. Then we'll know the real Eleanor. Comment the last name if you are the real Eleanor. I am still taking questions, yes. If you'd like to get on my list, click on the link on my page. And then you'll be able to click on my website and then an option that says support me, and you can type in either 45 or 65. Okay, so Eleanor Lamb. Yes, that is not, you're not the real Eleanor. Yeah, so Eleanor Lamb, that's not the last name on the listing, and I would hope that you would know your own last name. Oh my god. Where's the real Eleanor? I'm so confused right now. Okay, so Eleanor, take away from the last name. What question did you put in your listing? Okay. Mailing waves. Eleanor, if this is you, tell me the last name that's on the listing. But I don't think I put my name on it. Okay, what's the question then? Yeah, that's not the, wait. Yeah, that's not the question. Oh wait, Eleanor, hold on, I'm on the wrong one. Yes, Eleanor, that is you. Okay, Eleanor, welcome. I see you, queen. So sorry about that. I promise it's me. I trust you, and I'm not ever trying to accuse anybody of lying. I just, obviously, as you guys can imagine with my job, there are a lot of people that will take someone else's readings. So I just have to like really lock in. Oh, and yeah, I was so scared. Okay, no worries, queen. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so I've got your reading right here. And can I read your question out loud, or do you want me to keep it private? Yeah, oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry I put you through that. You can read it for the class. Okay. It's a long one, guys. Lock in. Okay. Asking about a connection. My childhood bestie, who I've known for 10 years now, we dated in high school and then broke up, recently became friends again. But a couple of weeks ago, I cut off the connection temporarily to take time for myself to make sure that it's what I wanted. I want to know how she's feeling towards me right now, because I'm in a better headspace about the connection now, and I'm thinking about reconnecting. Also, can you share this? Also, you can share this message with the live so they know what's happening. Oh, you even said that in the class. I'm so glad. my God, that's so sweet. Somebody just tipped me. Miriam. Thank you. Aaron, thank you. Okay, let's get into it, Eleanor. You got a tarot reading. So how is she feeling about you? I think I can also lock in and see not only how she's feeling about you, but like your advice when it comes to reconnecting with her. If you need any more info, share. I would just like her name or the first letter of her name, whatever you're comfortable sharing with me. Yes. These are paid readings, guys. Check the payment options here and then link in my bio to pay. First initial is S. Okay. Oh my God. Wait. Whoa. Holy cow. This person perceives you extremely highly. Wow. Oh my God. Okay. I don't know if you left without saying goodbye or if you like, regardless on however it is, you like took space after reconnecting, right? And now you're like, oh, I want to reconnect again. There is a huge energy right now that this person compares themselves to you a lot when it comes to their confidence. What I'm getting immediately is that when you took space or you like pulled back, however it was, like however the fuck you did it, they feel like you're seeing something in them that's like, that's not good enough for me. This isn't good for me. I don't want to do this. Like that's a perception. You're coming out as the high priestess. They feel like you see something within them that doesn't meet a standard you have within yourself. When in all actuality, you're just like wanting to lock in, wanting to be confident about your decision, but this person is like personalizing it. That's how it feels. It was hurting my heart that she wasn't reciprocating. Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, it was a call out because we literally have the Queen of Wands in the reverse position, which is her in the reading. It's how she's perceiving herself and also how she believes that you're perceiving her. So it's great that you said that you're being honest, you're being direct, but you didn't explain the lesson out to her, which is very high priestess. You kept things to yourself. That is mirroring the Nine of Wands sideways. And when it's in the reverse position, it's like, I give up. Like, I don't want to do this anymore. I give up. When it's upright, it's like, I'm completely guarded. This is being clarified by the Lovers. So there's absolutely still feelings that this person has for you, but pretty much what you did was you said, I'm good on my own, and if this dynamic is going to repeat anything from the past, I will not stand for that. I will not stand for this dynamic to be something that it used to be. If we're going to reconnect, it has to be emotionally fulfilling with the 10 of Cups out here. It has to be real, it has to be mature, and I can see you. And if you're not going to show up in that energy, Nine of Pentacles, then I'm not going to show up in this connection. That's what your energy said to her, was like, you have to raise your standards. Like, you have to grow up, for lack of better words. So she felt that. There's like a really big like smack in the face. Like, this is not something that I can just like push away. I have big feelings about this, but it also mirrors to me energies within myself that I haven't maybe looked at yet. So we have the Five of Pentacles on the bottom with the Death reversed with the Star reversed. There's not a ton of hope that this person has from the connection because now their energy is like, I don't feel good enough for you. But I just want you to recognize that has nothing to do with what you said. It's the fact that what you mirrored to this person was a lack of confidence that they have to work on those issues. So they could recognize and they could be like, you know, you're right. Maybe I could show up differently. Maybe I could reflect on the past and I could show up differently in this connection. So I think that if you, when it comes to you reapproaching this connection, it's 111. Oh my God, that's amazing. It's 211 for me, which is 22, which adds up to 4, which is valuing yourself when it comes to your actions, which is exactly what you're doing. But when it comes to re-entering this person's energy, I just cut it to the Emperor, which is 4. That's crazy. Your guides are asking you to, doesn't have to be all or nothing. I think I purchased a 65 reading. I think I got your email here. I'll add you to the list right after this client, okay? When it comes to right now, this energy of you reapproaching, it doesn't have to be, I'm not talking to this person at all and I'm going to let them take the leap. And it doesn't have to be, I'm going to fully give to this connection. I want you to do what feels best for you. But if you do communicate to this person and you eventually say, like, I'm feeling grounded, I'm ready to reconnect, make sure that you approach it with standards and boundaries and you don't have an expectation for this person to match you. With your energy right now, I have no doubt in my mind that that would be extremely easy for you because you care about your emotions. You're showing up with yourself and you're checking in with how you feel about the connection. You've walked away before, so now you know if this doesn't match my energy, I have no problem taking a step back or communicating a boundary. But with where this person is right now, it's going to be challenging. Like, they're going to be challenged. You're a lot more emotionally grounded than them. So I just think that if you don't want to risk that, then I would let them reach out to you. But because you said, I need space, I think it could be a good idea for you to just say something general and be like, hey, I just want you to know, like, I'm ready to reconnect if you're ready. I'm ready to reconnect if you're down. And kind of allow this person to show you who they are and where they're at. Don't lead the connection is really what your guides are wanting you to do. Yeah, exactly. So that's, I mean, like, you can reconnect and try it on like a dress. Like, does it fit? Does it feel good? And if the answer is no, you can take a step back, but at least you tried and you got evidence to know where is this person actually, where they are. So yeah, don't lead the connection. I think you can give to the connection, but don't overgive. So I think that's the vibe, but your energy is coming out really amazing. I think you should be very proud of yourself when it comes to following your intuition. You're very safe to trust your intuition right now, and you have a lot of independence that's mirroring to this person like an old codependent version of themselves. So honestly, if you connect or not, I think you should celebrate yourself. Your energy is coming out really beautiful and confident, and I think you've come a long way since this connection. Really hoping it fits, but I'm trying to remember that it's not my fault if she doesn't love me. Exactly, because it's a reflection of her, not you. Yeah, you're so welcome. You are so, so welcome. Okay, Eleanor, I'm so sorry for the mix-up. Somebody just paid here. We have Lisa. Lisa is on my list now. Where'd my pen go? Oh, here it is. Okay, so next on my list, it is afternoon. It's 2:15 in the afternoon for me right now. Next on my list here is, I think, Miriam. Yes, Miriam is next on my list. So we have Miriam, and then Bianca, and then Anema, and then Sameda, and then Lisa, and then oh my God, someone's paying for Aaron's reading. Aaron, are you aware of this? Somebody's paying for you to get a reading, Aaron. Oh my God. Miriam! You're warming my freaking heart. Yeah. Yes. Full in-depth reading. 65. Miriam paid for a reading for you, Erin. I love my subscribers. You guys are the sweetest ever. Okay, so Erin, you're currently last on my list. But first is Miriam's reading. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. You deserve it. Miriam, Miriam, you deserve the world. Girls powers, woo! Oh my gosh, you deserve it, Erin. Okay, and the star, I just pulled the star on the top. I love you guys so much. Okay, so Miriam, can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? I love girls. Me too. Women are the best. Out loud. Okay. Guys, I'm cheesing, Miriam. I'm cheesing. Okay. Hey, Hailey, returning subscriber here. Not sure if you remember me from last live reading. General reading, please. No specific question. Put in a little extra for all the hard work you're doing, Miss Girly. Love you. Love you, Miriam. It means so much to me. You're just about to get blessed with all of this. I wouldn't even be surprised if this comes out in your reading because you're just giving so much. It is really the sweetest ever. Okay, so general reading for Miriam. Let's see which, I think I'm going to use this deck here. What do you have for Miriam? I'm not from France. Send it out, please. Oh my god, I have to fucking take that. Wow. I knew it. This is literally coming out in your reading. This is coming out loud here. I need to clarify this with this one on tarot. Stop. Deserving is literally on the bottom with decrease reversed here. I'm going to read what I have so far. There's a few sections here that I want to clarify, but I'm going to get into what I'm getting clearly first. So first, I got 2 consciousness cards. So first is happy success, which is number 8, and then great gratitude, which is number 4. So 4 to me is the number of the Emperor, but it's also the 4th house, which is Cancer. Cancer is about home, security, and comfort. And the Emperor takes action for himself. He takes action so he can feel comfortable. He takes action so he feels good. So right now, it actually feels like when it comes to your actions are completely aligned with the consciousness of the life that you want to live. So if you're looking at a manifested reality and you're like, I have this much money, I have this job, I have this relationship, this is something that you're consciously aligning to, and you're making sure that you're taking action on that. So we have happy success with great gratitude are the 2 cards that's coming through. This is giving me a very much an energy of receiving. This is not only about receiving physical rewards, It's about receiving new perspectives, receiving new friends, new community, new support. It could be new opportunities, especially with great gratitude here. You're happy with where you are right now, and that's really transforming your physical reality. So I love this energy. And with the yellow, it's about confidence. You're confident about this. The next section here, we have peace, which this card is giving me relationship energy. I'm not sure if you're in a relationship, but I think this could be something that you're aligning to because of where you're at right now with your consciousness. With that being said, this is loud. Okay, so I have a lot to say about this and what it's being clarified with. These two cards that I just pulled came out twice, and they didn't come out fully. I'm single, been single for a long time. Okay, I'm really excited to clarify this section with tarot. So this is being clarified. I also want you to notice there's two swans here, which represent long-term commitment. That's like swans mate for life. So we have family in the upright position with playing it safe reverse. This tells me that when it comes to family patterns that are relating to your romantic life and your sense of peace and what you want to feel in a relationship, you're no longer, it's 222 on my clock right now. Oh my God, that's literally 6, which is the number of partnerships and balance. Oh my God, that makes me so excited for you. So you're no longer acting out of a family generational pattern. That's literally what this is saying. Like you're aligned to treating yourself the way you want a partner to treat you, or 2 to 2 a.m. here. Oh my gosh. And you're also allowing yourself to believe that it's possible, believe that it's real, which is why your energy is showing up so generously. Then this last section, I actually want to clarify this with tarot before. I'm going to clarify all of the sections with tarot, but this one I need to clarify to get to know exactly what I'm going for. I'm gonna plug my phone in after this reading as well, so we'll switch over to I'm gonna sit over here. Oh, wait, it's the reverse. That's so cute. Okay, this is really loud. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate it. We have literally, I'm not kidding you, with the relationship energy that I'm pulling, I pulled the King of Pentacles. Literally a masculine energy. Somebody's coming into your field here. Queen of Wands. 10 of Pentacles. 9 of Pentacles. You are sitting pretty, girl. Oh my God. Clarifying the family section that I just pulled is the 6 of Cups, which is literally the childhood card. And then the 2 of Wands, which has a unicorn on it here. Okay, and then this last section. Okay, the last section is the advice here. It's coming through interesting, actually. You're in a period where you're doing things in a new way, like this new consciousness that I said. And even if there is a speck of fear, you're doing it anyway. And that's giving the universe saying, watch what happens when you do this. You receive more. So you're facing fears when it comes to your actions. Like I said, with the 8 and the 4 energy, you're breaking out of ways that you used to do things and you're choosing to go out of your comfort zone. That's calling in new opportunities for you. So that's really loud. But when it comes to the King of Pentacles, it feels like you've maybe been through a lot of connections, or you've had a lot of connections that I'm like hurting my head right here in this energy. Like I feel like a ping on the right side of my head, which is like a giving, action, taking energy. So I think there's been a lot of connections where you've given a lot more than you've received. You're aware of this, you've perceived this, but you haven't had a lot of people that want to work with you. You've had people that want to like take from you. With that being said, it does feel like when it comes to everything else in your life, you're doing a really great job when it comes to going out of your comfort zone, but they want to make sure that you're putting yourself in situations where you're doing the same thing with connection, which is more scary than other areas. You know, so it's like with money, you're doing it. With your job, you might be doing it. But with connection, it's a little bit more scary because there's a belief that it's like, I'm not going to get that. Like, people don't give to me the way that I give. Like, there's a belief system that's related to that. So professional assistance is coming out. And I'm not necessarily getting this, I'm not getting like therapy or anything. What I'm getting from this is putting yourself in situations where you're actually connecting with other people. So, you know, that is like taking a new class or going to a restaurant you've never gone to. Like, this is actually saying I'm going to put myself out of my comfort zone and I'm going to choose to believe that I'm going to run into people, I'm going to meet people that align with my energy, that are going to support me. With the masculine energy coming before this about the relationship, someone's coming in to like support your inner child to feel worthy of this. Like, it's really loud, so I wouldn't be surprised if you might meet somebody before you start embarking on this journey when it comes to like actual connection. But this is somebody that's going to be consistent and they're going to help you feel I'm sorry, that's so funny. That was fucking hilarious. But that is gonna help you feel confident, to feel deserving of this. They show up, they're here for you, they're consistent, and it makes you feel like it's real, that it's possible. So with the Two of Wands, get clear on what you want. Make sure you're putting yourself in situations where that is a possibility to happen, whether that's like a dating app or it's going out of your comfort zone. Like, make sure you're allow yourself to like meet people, because this is giving your inner child a chance. Like, you're gonna meet this person through playfulness, through not acting a way that your family would act, or not acting from like a generational pattern in your family. That's something that's really loud here. So whatever that means for you, whenever you're hanging out with your inner child and you're playing with your inner child, that's when you're most likely to attract this connection. This connection helps you elevate other connections. That's how it feels. But as of right now, you're doing a really amazing job. Make sure you're reflecting on the fears that you have related to connection and you're facing those fears. That's the only advice that I have here. I'm trying to go on a mini trip solo and just do random things with no expectations, like you said. I'm going to a restaurant alone and just being open to my surroundings. That's so amazing. I'm really happy that came out. This is really helping you, okay? This is helping you be in Nine of Cups energy, which is present enjoyment. Oh my gosh, Miriam, I'm so excited for you. There is somebody orbiting you right now. It could be a Leo or it could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus energy. Oh my gosh, you're really doing amazing, Miriam. The next time you go out, I encourage you to celebrate yourself. Maybe this Friday, or if you're free tonight, do something and go out to literally say, like, look at how far I've come. Hierophant upright on the bottom. There's been a huge period of spiritual growth within you, and spiritual growth to me means reuniting with your emotions and how you actually want to feel and honoring that every decision you make. You're very much in alignment to that reality. Planning on it. Yay! Oh, Miriam, you deserve it. Okay, we have to move. We have to move over here because I need to plug my phone in. I'm not the Chick-fil-A girl, but I get that all the time. Okay, let me put all of my decks over here so they're ready. I think I have Irish in my blood. Like, I get asked that a lot because obviously I do look really fucking Irish. I think I have German and Irish in my blood. I'm having so much fun on this live, guys. Every Wednesday, I'm gonna go live and do paid readings, okay? We're not done yet, though. I still have Let me put a heart by Miriam. I have Bianca, Lisa, Erin, and Sameda and Anema. It is 2:30. Today has been such positive vibes. It really has. I meditated on this before I went live because I wanted to like bring in positive vibes. And it's definitely paying off. I'm so happy. The vibes are so good today. So I'd like to get 6. I'd like to get 6 more clients to reach my goal today. So we'll see if that ends up happening. But I'm just going to keep moving forward and see if anyone else buys a reading. Yes, but I'd like to get 6 more clients to reach my goal. So if anyone wants to buy a reading, prices are down below. And then you can click on the link on my page. And then you'll click on my website. And then you'll be able to type in with the option that says support me on my website. You'll be able to type in either $45 or either $45 or $65. My bad. A 45 reading is just tarot, and a 65 reading is in depth with oracle and tarot. Okay, so I have this here. Put this over here. Oh my god, my phone's at 4%. I have to hurry. Okay, plug her in. Okay, guys, we are shifting over here. 595, guys, we're almost at 600 thumbs up. Let's try to get to 1,000. Everyone thumbs up the live. Okay. I need to have this pillow. Okay. All right. And we're ready. And we're ready to keep going, guys. So, next on my list here is Bianca. Okay, so Bianca, are you here? You are next, Bianca. The Amazing World of Gumball. I love that show. I'm here. I don't know if you remember me. I remember your name. I don't know if I remember your last reading though. Okay, can I read your question out loud? Is that okay? Honey, come here, honey. Oh, cutie. I have an additional add-on to my question if possible. Of course. So if I can read it or not, let me know. And then you can add the rest into the comments, okay? Just to know where or if the person is nearby. Yes, Erin, I remember you. Thank you, George Washington. Oh my God, welcome in. You can read it. Okay. Hi, I wanted to know how my healing journey is going, like how I've been doing, and if there's any future prospects coming through soon or whatever. Or whatever. Okay, so you're really asking if this is coming soon, like what's the vibe right now? Okay. All right, let's get into it. Come here, honey. sweetie. Come here. Where are you on your healing journey? I'm gonna use my animal oracle here. Hi, honey. The second I like look away, she comes. Come here. Oh, 1 second. Oh my cutie kitty. Doesn't she literally look like me? I feel like we literally look like each other. Okay. Let's get into it, Bianca, now. Right? We like literally look like each other. I felt that same, literally felt that same way. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you for thumbsing up. Bianca, do you have any friends that you're interested in right now? Whoa, that's loud. I need to know this. There's something coming out here and it feels like a present connection that you're giving some kind of energy to. Oh, I'm feeling called to use this one. Your energy right now is working on depth. So I'm asking specifically about like your love life, your growth within your love life, right? Like, is this person close? Is there someone close? Is there someone on the horizon? So when it comes to this energy, it feels like you're working on becoming braver with what you're giving your energy to and the standards that you have. I've been by myself for a minute. Okay. So that's what I mean. It's like knowing what you want. That's something that's really loud. I'm having the dog energy, and this is like a friend energy, so that's why I asked. But this card doesn't only for me talk about like a friend, it talks about a gray area. So with the card is quite literally gray. This is what it looks like. And I kind of feel like this is mirroring humpback whale. And what I'm noticing here is that there's a whale. I always notice this. There's a whale under the water and there's a whale jumping out of the water. So it kind of feels like right now you're learning to find more depth through the connection with yourself. So this is kind of saying, okay, I have this standard and this standard and this standard. Like I want someone to treat me like this. I want someone to show up for me like this and show up for me like this and this and this. Whatever that physicality is, but it's not necessarily knowing what those things feel like. So if you say like, I want someone to buy me flowers and pay expensive things for me, then you could meet someone like that and they buy you flowers, but they're emotionally unavailable. And then they end up leaving and you're like, what the hell? Like, what's going on? That's because you didn't actually feel the action with love behind it. You just saw what the action looked like. So there is kind of an energy here for you recognizing that I want to know what my love feels like. instead of just hoping that it's going to come in one day and then I'm going to experience it. I want to experience that feeling with myself. This is mirroring dog friend with peacock and then dear love. I can definitely feel that your energy is like really sweet and loving, caring and compassionate, but I do feel like you don't want to give that to somebody that's like superficial. So there could be an energy here of like either perceiving connections as like, this person is superficial, I don't want this connection, so it stops you from exploring, or attracting people that actually are superficial, that are emotionally unavailable. So there, regardless of wherever you are with that, you're going through like a transition period on deepening your ability to read somebody else with your ability to go into a connection knowing that you don't know what it is, and giving yourself the opportunity to be deep with somebody and saying, are they actually going to match this depth? Instead of the energy of like, I'm afraid to open up because you might be bad. It's like, I'm going to open up and I'm going to see if you match this. And if you don't, I'll take a step back. It's like, that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting here, is you actually being in an energy of exploring connection intentionally rather than avoiding it or waiting for it to come to you. So I do think that like dating is encouraged for you. I'm going to clarify with this deck here. This is not, oh my God, that's such a compliment. This looks AI generated. Oh my God, okay. That's like such a compliment, right? I'm like too good to be true. Okay. Okay, let me keep going here. Find the lesson. That's what I'm freaking saying. This energy coming out, I wonder where I'm gonna meet him. We have discovered the purpose in a situation and trust that you are learning. This card literally talks about doing things and learning anyway. Not avoiding growth because it's hard, not avoiding situations because they might be hard, and showing up anyway. Because you can't learn, like I've said before, it's like you can't taste something, you can't know what something tastes like without tasting it. You can't observe the taste of something without taking a freaking bite. You know what I mean? Like, that's the energy of actually practicing what it is that you've learned in a hermit period. This is interesting. I might, after this deck here, I might pull out my astrology cards for you and see how you might meet this person, because I know that's something that you're curious about. Girl. I need to clarify that with tarot. There's a pattern that your guides are trying to get you to run away from, like to not run away from, to let go of. So choices, this is on the self-reliance card. We have choices with, it's always treat time. This card says eternity, endless movements, repetition. So this is like going energy. I'm doing the same thing and expecting a different result. For you, I feel like this is the energy of you isolating yourself or being alone. So it's like, I'm always doing the same things. I'm doing things for myself. I'm showing up for myself. And then I'm always alone. But it's like a fear of actually connecting, a fear of actually giving yourself to something and it not being exactly what you want. But something your guides want you to recognize here, we have follow the white rabbit. It's like, why am I doing what I'm doing? And is what I'm doing actually aligned to what I want in my future? So if you want a connection that is fun and open, deep and vulnerable, but you're attached to that, if you date, the first person that you date isn't, if they're not your husband, they're not like your wife, they're not the person that you want them to be, you might be discouraged because you are so attached to that outcome that you're like, shit, dating is pointless. This is never going to work out for me. Instead of, if you're not attached to it, you're going to say, that was a fun date. You know, I don't really see myself marrying that person, or I don't see myself like going on another date with them, but that was a fun date. You know, let me try to go on another date next time. So it's like the emotional detachment from the outcome is what makes the energy fun to explore. That is something that your guides are wanting you to have in this connection. So take that how it resonates for you, whether that's like dating apps, go on some dates, or going out to new environments, trying new things. That's something that you're being asked to do because you're trying to pull yourself out of like a kind of a dark energy right now. I wouldn't say your energy is like depressed or low, but I would feel like it's kind of like stuck like it's stagnant. It's like doing the same thing over and over again. Let me get my astrology deck here and see if I can pull anything on how you'll meet the next person that you're attracting. So 1 second. Hi, honey. Hi, honey bud. Cutie. Okay, let's see what comes through Bianca in my astrology deck. I fucking knew it. This card, as I took it out, it flew out, and this is the card I was seeing. 9th house, which is Sagittarius, which is exploration. When you start to go out of your comfort zone and try things that are not what you usually do, that's how you're gonna meet this person, when you're going out of your comfort zone. So if your comfort zone is not going on dating apps and not going on dates, you're probably gonna meet this person going on dates. If your comfort zone is not ever going out and staying in your room all the time, you might meet this person when you choose to go to a new restaurant, try a new food, take a new dance class, take a new class in general, travel to a new place, go on a vacation. Like that immediately with this card coming out, when you choose to this, and this totally reflects everything I've read so far for you, is like going out of your comfort zone is when you're gonna meet this person. Anything else? Aries, which is literally says on the card, says act. Your guides are like, go, act, take action, do it. Oh, Chase, that's really sweet. And Aries is also the sign of independence as well. And then Venus, oh, just literally, this is literally the planet of romance and love and beauty. Your guides are wanting you to find beauty within acting independently when it comes to anything that's related to romance. So this is pretty much saying, like, just because I'm entailed or I'm taking action with something that is romantic doesn't mean that I can't be excited about it. Doesn't mean I can't find beauty in it regardless of the attachment I have to the outcome. So that's literally how are you gonna meet this person? When you go out of your comfort zone. As for what your comfort zone is, you're gonna know what that is. And whatever it is, I would encourage you to start taking some small steps outside of that. And it's really gonna help you change your perspective on relationships. I'm literally cutting it to 1st house, which is Aries again. Aries is out here twice, which is the sign of the inner child. It's also the sign of independence. So that's what I'm getting for you, Bianca. This is really loud for you, as independent discovery is really going to bring you closer to your person. Oh my gosh, that was so... These cards totally validated everything I just said in your reading so far. I hope that resonated for you, Bianca. Okay, next on my list, guys. I'm using a few different decks right now. Okay, next on my list here is, let me check my email. My eye twitched at the Aries card being pulled. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Definitely resonated as usual, calling me out. I'm so glad it resonated. I'm sending you tons of love. Get out of that comfort zone, queen. Okay, so it is afternoon. It's about 3 in the afternoon for me. So next we have Anema. Anema is next, and then Sameda, and then Lisa, and then Aaron, which was paid for by Miriam. Okay, so Anema is up right now. So calling Anema to the stage. Mods, if once I get back, let me know. I'm just gonna go to the bathroom really quick. But if Anema is here, please let me know. And if you guys would like to get a reading, the prices here are in the pinned comment and my link is in my bio to pay. Okay. Okay. Is Anema here, guys? Did you see Anema? Oh my god, did you guys see my cat? Did she come up? Did you guys see Anema? Oh wait, Anema, I see you. Anema, I see you, queen. Can I read your question out loud or did you type it in here? Let me see. Oh, what do I need to know about my next love? Yes. Okay. We'll use the animal oracle as well here. And I'll use my astrology deck too. Okay, yeah, so Anema's just wondering, what do I need to know about my next love? Whoa, it's really loud. Girl, you are being asked in your next relationship to practice a pattern that's really hard for you. I wouldn't be surprised if you have... Are we back? Okay, I stopped because I saw your comment. So are we back, guys? Back. Okay. Anema. Oh my gosh, what's going on? We are back. Okay, we are back, guys. No, it wasn't you, Anema. It was me. It was my Wi-Fi. Okay, so I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna start over here in case you didn't hear anything because I didn't get to it into the reading yet. So right now it feels like you've dealt with codependency, all right? And you know, that causes you to people please, and it causes you in relationships to feel like you have to overgive, to feel like it's hard for you to receive, it's hard for you to set boundaries. I'm definitely getting like a big people pleasing wound. Like there could be an energy here where you focus more on how the other person is feeling, about how you're being perceived, to control the fact that like if I'm always being good, I'm always giving, and I'm always showing up, then this person won't want to leave me. Instead of being authentic and allowing yourself to say they're staying because they love me, not because I'm constantly giving to them. That's like a mindset that you're being asked to release when it comes to your next connection. I have control issues. I'm glad it resonates. So I first want to acknowledge this is something that I can see you've worked on. Okay, like there is awareness here, but in order to break the pattern, you have to be authentic. You have to. If you're feeling uncomfortable, communicate it. If you notice yourself overgiving, don't give. If you feel like there's something you want to say and be honest about it. Like right now, it kind of feels like your next connection is coming in to help you and give you the opportunity to break this pattern. So that's pretty much what I'm saying is Fox is coming through sideways, which is my card about codependency. There's an opportunity for you to choose growth. But if you choose to people please and you choose to overgive and you choose to control the connection through being inauthentic, then that is going to repeat the codependent cycle, because change is inevitable, but growth is a choice. Your guides are pretty much saying you have to choose this when this person comes in. On the bottom, we have Puff in partnership with personal choice. Like I'm saying, it says so loud. Puffin is the energy of like a crush. It's like I'm having fun, I'm being giggly, I'm being excited, and I'm not attaching myself onto the outcome of this connection, and I'm just showing up authentically. That's what you're being asked to do in this next connection, and it's really going to help you advance your feminine energy and your ability to feel deserving of receiving. Because when you're constantly controlling the connection, you believe that the connection is working because of you, because you're giving and because you're good enough. Not because the other person is showing up, because you're giving. So your sense of worth is dependent on how much you're showing up, instead of your sense of worth being because of who you are. That's something that you're being asked to shift in this connection. We have Black Bear Mother, which is a mother card, and then we also have B, which is the divine feminine. I had a friendship that I overgave to and they left me. Now I know it's a pattern. Yeah, that's what I mean. I can feel that it's awareness for you. And with the fox coming out sideways and the owl energy underneath that, you're being asked to use wisdom that you have. Wisdom is experience. Wisdom is personal experience, right? So the wisdom that you have from, I've learned from this, I've grown from this, I've been here before. How can I show up differently? You have an experience to recognize that you didn't like. So now that is your compass to say, when am I repeating this pattern and how can I choose to shift it? Okay, so I'm gonna finish your reading off by pulling some zodiac signs, some from my astrology deck here. Good night, Miriam. Good night, Miriam. I'm sending you so much love. I hope you have the best night ever, and I hope to see you in my next live. Okay, let's see here. First house keeps popping out. Yeah. This connection is literally meant to activate you. Okay, this is really interesting. Your guides are asking you to recognize what it is that you're passionate about and how you can lean on that when you feel codependent. So it's like if you're passionate about like coloring or drawing or dancing or singing or listening to music, whatever it is, a lot of the times those passions will be replaced by the illusion of emotional fulfillment in a codependent relationship. So you say, okay, well, my passions don't make me as happy as the idea of being with this person. So then you replace what it is that you love with the idea of a relationship with someone else. So that's when you abandon yourself in a connection. It's because you replace what you love with the idea of being loved with someone else. So I'm abandoning what I love. That's something that's coming through really loud here for you. We have fifth house, which is passion. And it's mirroring square, semi-square, quincent, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but on the card it says tension, and then underneath that is activate. So the activate card is 17, which is 8, and 8 energy for me is going in circles. It's like you have to get out of that 8 loop. You have to actively leave. You have to choose something different. So that's what's coming in this connection, is when your perception is getting clouded and you feel like you're getting confused, that's when you're being asked to say, I'm going to lean on this passion. So when I'm bringing this to your current energy, create something, a routine, a hobby, a habit that makes you feel just as fulfilled as the idea of a relationship. So then when you notice yourself falling into a codependent pattern when this person comes into your life, you have something to lean on to remind yourself, I can give this to myself too. I can receive it from this person, and I can also give it to myself. That is something you're being asked to create right now, to nurture right now as preparation for the potential energy of like repeating this cycle. Damn, you're so right. I'm so glad it's resonating. That's the biggest energy here. So have a vision of what you like, lean on what makes you passionate. So without the relationship, so you know that you always have that energy to go back to. It could even be beneficial for you to write down a list of everything that you love, everything that makes you passionate. So when you get into that connection and you notice yourself slipping, look at the list and say, which one of these things do I want to do right now that's going to anchor me into who I am and what I can give myself? Yeah, that's what's coming through here. This is coming through for you, Anema. Oh my gosh, you got a tarot reading and I gave you an oracle. Whoops. No, I accidentally did that. You don't need to apologize. It's not on you. Obviously, everything happens for a reason, so you were meant to get that message, and I'm happy you did. Meow. Cutie. Okay, so next on my list here, Denise. I have a test tomorrow, I'm cooked. Okay, next on my list, guys, is Sameda, and then Lisa, and then Aaron. And then I think I'm gonna get off because I need to eat something. I'm feeling kind of tired. Okay, so Sameda, Lisa, and then Aaron. Sameda got a tarot reading. Hailey, remind yourself. Hello, Sameda. It's so good to see you again. Oh, you're so welcome, Anema. I'm so happy it resonated. I'm sending you tons of love. Do you want me to delete the comment? Yes, please. Please delete it. Okay, so Sameda, can I read your question out loud? Oh, it's pretty short. I feel like you'll be fine with that. What's coming next for me at work, or any advice? Oh, I think I gotta do it. Okay. Oh, you're right. Okay, got it. What is coming next for Sameda in work? No, this is not the right one. I meant to choose this one. And or any advice. Girl is so loud. It's literally the work card. Okay, so I'm getting the vibe immediately. Hi, honey bun. You're really being called to reflect on something right now when it comes to your work. And it has to do with your confidence, and it also has to do with some kind of like lack mindset. So I first have to say, you're an extremely hard worker. That's loud. I can see that clearly in your energy. But it kind of feels like there's a belief that you have that it's like, I have to work this hard, or I have to give this much, or I have to do this much to get respected, to get valued, to get like the outcome that I want. So it's not that you're like, it's not that it's not true. Like, no, it's actually not true. Like, there's an energy here of you pretty much saying like, I'm overextending myself. Like, I'm believing that I have to overextend myself to get what it is that I want, instead of just like showing up as I am and believing that I can get just as much when I am overextending myself. That's a really big energy I have, because the first card out was the 8 of Cups. So that's a card about walking away, but it's also an emotional card. So it's obviously, it's not giving me like, I'm leaving my job, I'm walking away from my job. It's giving me, I'm walking away from an emotional pattern that I have. That's, my job is mirroring to me. That's being clarified with the Lovers in the reverse position, which again tells me that there's something here about you perfecting yourself, like giving too much, showing up too much from a space of like intellectualizing how it is that you, it's like you're attached to some kind of outcome and feeling like you need to overgive to actually get that. 5 of Swords is here as well with the Temperance. So the Temperance is the card of healing and balance and slow energy. 5 of Swords is a closed-hearted energy. So 5 of Swords means I'm either overgiving or I'm under-delivering, right? So it's like I'm giving too much or I'm avoiding something. So with the Hermit, 4 of Swords on the bottom, and then the Chariot, ultimately you are going to be moving forward into a better position. It's like very fast moving energy. I also feel that you could be getting some type of upgrade in your job once you actually choose this for yourself. But right now, recognize where you're overextending yourself. Recognize what you're doing that doesn't actually feel good. Where is that belief coming from, and how can you choose to honor how you feel and trust that honoring how you feel is going to give you just as much as pushing forward or suffering for success. But take a break, essentially is what I'm saying. With the Hermit and the 4 of Swords, like even if it's just on the weekend, to just really sit down, take a break and say like, what am I actually enjoying about my job? What am I not? Where are my intentions coming from? Like consciously reflecting on the idea of receiving from your job and what it is you're doing to receive. Are you betraying or abandoning yourself to receive something that you want in your job? But with the Chariot, like I said, right when I was like, when you start to honor this, you might get an upgrade. We have the Chariot with the Empress and then the Ace of Wands and then the King of Cups reversed. So when you start to honor more of how you feel emotionally, that's when you get a spark of inspiration. That's when you get to receive more and you show up more. So like, there might even be a new opportunity with the Ace of Wands here, whether that's like a new job or a raise or like a new project or something. But something is going to physically manifest once you let go of whatever energy this is of like overextending yourself. But it's coming through really loud, and it also comes from your inner child with the Page of Cups. So if that comes into your reflection at all, like make sure you're looking at that. I feel like people aren't listening to my ideas. I'm trying to slow down instead of providing my value in order for them to see me. Yeah, okay, see, that makes sense. My best advice outside of that is reflect on it. Where do I not feel heard, and how can I hear myself? Keep taking actions at work, but make sure you're prioritizing hearing yourself first and not getting that validation from your job. Of course, that is something you want to be heard from, but if it's emotional, then it's like, okay, I need to see the value in myself, and then I need to take that confidence and bring it into my work, instead of seeing my ideas, communicating my ideas, and them not being heard, and then me being discouraged. So like, that's kind of the energy here. See yourself first, then take action. That's why I think the 4 of Swords and the Hermit is out here when it comes to your job. This is definitely a necessary transition for you though, and I think it's gonna be a smooth transition. They just want you to slow down a little bit, take a break, all right? Do something that makes you feel good, that's like a calming energy. Like maybe go to the spa or something and just like fully be present with yourself that whole day. That's what I'm getting for you, Sameda. Hard ass worker, but you deserve just as much without having to push so hard. Okay. That was a good one. I hope that resonated with somebody else too. I think it's a really good work message. Thanks, Hailey. You're so welcome. I'm sending you love, queen. Okay, next we have Lisa, and then after Lisa we have Aaron, and then I'm gonna be hopping off, guys. Okay, Lisa, are you here? Looking for Lisa. Oh my god, there's so many freaky comments here. Lisa, where are you, queen? Do you see Lisa, guys? She asked her question, so I'm wondering. Oh, I'm Lisa. Okay, hello, Lisa. So, can I read your question out loud, or would you like me to keep it private? Moon, sun. Oh, okay. And no, and I know it's you, Lisa. I've seen you comment before. Can I share it with the class? Oh my god, I'm like, I need to like go on my stomach or something. I see you, Lisa. I see you. Moon, sun, I see you. I'm just wondering if I can read your question out loud. Okay, are you hearing me, girl? Can I read your question out loud? Lisa, Moon, sun, I see you. Can I read your question out loud? I don't know if she's hearing me. Well, I don't want to read it. I'll just keep it private. And then I'll sum it up after I read it. Okay. A connection that ended abruptly, and she's looking for clarity on this connection. So maybe that resonates with somebody else. A connection that ended abruptly, looking for clarity. I'll do a connection reading here. I'm gonna use this deck, I feel like. Oh, that was weird. I need to switch my position. What's your favorite position? That's not my favorite, but I'll do it for you. Okay, I'm just gonna sit like this because this is way more comfortable than how I was sitting. Whoa. Whoa. Aw, Emily, I'm happy to see you. Wow, holy shit. This is so heavy. Hi, honey. So I'm feeling called to use this deck. This is the deck that I chose to use. This deck I use when there's like specifically a lot of shadow involved. Come here. So with that being said, when I'm pulling for your energy and this person's energy, your immediate advice for this is to actually analyze your own family. How you grew up, your family patterns, how your family treated each other, how your parents treated each other, how your grandma and grandpa treated each other. Like there is some type of generational pattern that is controlling your actions right now when it comes to this wound. And it's also controlling what you want. So in the center, we have thirst coming out for you. This card is about recognizing that our ego, a lot of the times, will thirst for things that we can't have or that aren't good for us. So if you grew up with emotional unavailable parents, you're going to attract or be attracted to somebody that is emotionally unavailable because your inner child thirsts for familiarity. Your inner child thirsts for comfort. So when you search for comfort, you search for something you've already had, whether it's healthy or not, whether it's safe or not. There's something here that you want about this person that is mirroring to you how you emotionally felt as a child. It's about comfort. It's not about healthy. So I'm going to get more into that with tarot. But there's a really big vibe here of you recognizing, what do I want? And is what I want healthy for me? And if the answer is no, where does that come from? How did I feel as a child? How did my parents make me feel? And how can I choose to show up for myself differently and gain knowledge from that instead of allowing myself to just unconsciously act out of those patterns? This person's energy, it feels like in the connection, you said that you guys triggered each other. I can definitely see very clearly that this person had an energy of like over receiving and they didn't want to actually be vulnerable or open up. Your energy is like, I want you, I need you, like, let's have this, like, maybe you're the one being vulnerable, you're the one opening up. Their energy, it's like they actually have a belief that they don't want to burden someone else with their emotions. They don't want to burden someone else with their problems. So it feels like the connection could have been disconnected from the fact that, like, you're overgiving and they're under delivering, right? Which is avoidant and codependent dynamics. In the center next to the thirst card is literally enlightenment reversed, which is pretty much saying that you guys, this is like a trauma bond. It's like you guys were not learning from the connection. You were not seeing from the connection. It was only like bringing you down. So now that it's over, recognize what wasn't about the connection, what wasn't good about the connection, what it mirrors to you about your childhood, and change the way that you're showing up for yourself. Because we attract people that treat us the same way we treat ourselves. So there's some energy here about what you wanted from him is something that you haven't learned to give to yourself. And it's also something that you haven't gotten from your parents. What didn't I get from my parents? And what didn't I get from him? And how can I show up for myself in those ways? Maybe that's writing yourself a letter, validating yourself. We were both aware of this dynamic, but also still couldn't get through it together, but we tried. This was good between us. The wounds were loud as fuck. Yeah, because that's the thing is, like, when you're codependent, you can't heal something that's codependent together because you're dependent on each other. So, like, you have to separate for that to heal. You have to. Like, there's absolutely no way you can heal something that's codependent without separating, because you feel like you need each other. So that's what's happening right now for you. But your guides are pretty much saying, like I said, whether that's writing yourself a letter, holding yourself when you cry, validating your emotions, doing a guided meditation of timeline healing, closing your eyes and asking yourself, like, what version of me needs a hug right now? What version of me needs to be seen? And literally close your eyes and go to that version of you and say out loud what that child wants to hear. But there's a really big energy here. You've turmoil with knowledge in the reverse position. They're like, use your family dynamics as a compass to know how to give to yourself. Let me clarify with tarot now. I actually do believe in Jesus, but I'm not religious. Oh, okay. This is the start of like a slow journey for you. And I just want you to recognize that mothering yourself is a slow journey, because mothering is about being patient. It's about being patient with emotions. You have to be patient when you deal with children. You have to. It's literally just how it goes. So right now you're learning to give that to yourself. So we have 10 of Wands reversed with the Star reverse, and then the Knight of Pentacles with the 8 of Pentacles on the bottom for you. So the 8 of Pentacles is about discipline, consistency, and repetition, mastering something. So you're right now being asked to call, where am I not taking action on myself? And how can I make sure that I can create a feeling from myself, for myself, that I'm not getting from this connection, that I didn't get in my past, to give myself hope that it exists. So the codependent energy is the belief that the feeling of being loved is only accessible in someone else. That is not true. That is just a belief. And the way that you break that belief is by giving it to yourself, by processing your emotions, by showing up for yourself, by giving to yourself. Go to the 5 love languages when it comes to learning this lesson. So right now, allow yourself to grieve the connection. Allow yourself to be sad about it, but don't stop showing up for yourself in the process of you grieving. That's my biggest advice that I have for you. And I think it's not good for you right now to focus on any like potential future that you have with this connection, because it was codependent. I do feel like I love myself and process my emotions. I just want you to recognize that it's about your actions. How do I want my boyfriend to treat me? How do I want my future partner to treat me? And how can I give that to myself? Like I said, go to the 5 love languages. Do you take yourself out on new experiences? Do you write yourself letters? Do you validate yourself? Do you hold yourself when you process your emotions? Do you help yourself when you're down? Do you cook yourself meals? Do you take care of your health? Do you show up for yourself when it comes to opening up to other people? Like, there's literally an energy here of the 5 love languages will mirror to you anywhere that you might be neglecting yourself. So it's, again, using this person as a compass to show up. And like I said, with what you just said, you're like, I feel like I am loving myself, but maybe I'm missing something. It's not, I love myself and the lesson is over. It's, I learn to enjoy loving myself. It's not the energy of, I love myself and then I meet a person that I love and then I can abandon myself again. That's codependent. And energy is, I enjoy loving myself every single day. And I'm not waiting for somebody to come in so I can stop doing that. I enjoy loving myself every day, and I'm not needing somebody else. I enjoy doing it. So it's not like a one and done kind of thing, which is why I said it's the Knight of Pentacles. It's an energy of being consistent with yourself, is the energy that you're learning right now. That's the process that you're going through. Oh my God, that comment was so gross. Okay, Aaron, let's get your question. I need to get off, girl. I understand your frustration. It's so valid. Your frustration is so valid. Like, I literally feel that. I've been there before. Okay, Erin. Okay, I'm taking the fact that this was paid for me as a sign, so I asked my deities about it, and they want me to get a general channeled love reading. Don't know why, but I'll trust it. Yeah, of course, Lisa, I'm sending you tons of love. Validate that frustration, queen, and keep showing up anyway. Okay, so a general love reading. Aaron. Okay, so you don't have anyone in your life right now, right? Nah, okay. What the hell? Girl, this is so weird. This is like straight from your guides. Like this feels very guided. They've been like hiding something from you. Link's Keeper of Secrets is the first card out, then with Unicorn, Infinite Possibilities, and Frog. There's something really loud here about the fact that like because you haven't been focusing on romance and that's what you've been feeling called to do, you've been following that. There is something here where it's like they're like keeping it a secret on how you're gonna meet somebody or how it's gonna come into your life. This is definitely on the horizon though. Where did my Mystic Martians deck go? Oh, here it is. It's 3:30 in the afternoon and I live in Bali. Whoa. Okay, so I remember you told me that you're getting the opportunity to go to college early. Correct me if I'm wrong. That was you, right? Yeah, okay. That came into my head really loud when I first started doing this. So clarifying Link's Keeper of Secrets, we have Tausetians, which is my card of like bad bitch energy. This is like I said what I said, I mean what I said. If you think I'm too much, then go find less. This is you not focusing on love right now. It doesn't feel like that's necessarily a huge choice that you have. It feels like right now, clarifying Unicorn, Infinite Possibilities is Alchemy, the Philosopher's Stones reversed. It almost feels like your guides have been putting like a literal block for you in your love life. Like, it's like, focus on yourself. So I don't know if this is in your physical reality. Like, again, it's the people you're actually around. Like, you don't have any actual potential people around you that you resonate with. You're not, the people around you aren't energetically aligned to who you want. So that's loud. It's like, but it's not like it's something you're doing. It's like, you're meant to be here. Your guides are like, focus on yourself right now. Right now is not the time. Then the next thing is Frog. And this, I always get this energy from this. ran out of people in my in my dating pool. That's so funny because the college thing came right to my head immediately. It's 222 people in here and it's 333 on my clock right freaking now. That's literally insane. So this is like, this to me is like poisonous frogs are colorful because it's how they protect themselves. This is you being yourself. So it's like you're focusing on cultivating where you are in your life, who you are, and how you want to express that in this next journey. That's being clarified with Starseed, which is literally a card about identity. You're locking into your personal identity so you can show up with full authenticity in this next like area of your life. It's like a really big transformational energy because you're meant to attract someone. Cutting into the deck to the 9 of Pentacles. And in this deck that I'm using specifically, she's holding a swan. Swans mate for life. You know, we've talked about this. I always say this. So with her holding her own swan, it's pretty much saying, I am my own partner. I am my own life partner. I'll always be there for myself. I'll always commit to myself. I kind of feel like the next connection that you get into is going to be really special because you've been holding off of high standards. Your energy is like, I'm cutting into the King of Pentacles right now. That's what I'm saying. I'm literally cutting into an energy. King of Pentacles is consistent, stable, reliable, and actually shows up. They're grounded. The Star, oh my God, there's so much energy here about like hope and faith. Like with the unicorn energy, that's trusting what you can't see. With the Star coming out on top of the standards and the Lynx, Keeper of Secrets, trusting what you can't see, having hope. Your guides are trying to give you hope that there's something here in this next. And then it just came out. The King of Pentacles just came out, Aaron. Oh my God. You're attracting somebody. This is why your guides wanted you to ask. And then guess what came out next? The Lovers with the 8 of Pentacles. Look at all the apples. Do you see all the apples here? My message with the apples, that's literally crazy how many apples are in this, is I always get the message, like I said, I've literally said this before, like you can't look at an apple and be like, oh my gosh, I wonder what that tastes like. I'm going to observe what this apple tastes like, but I'm not going to take a bite. That's energy of like when you're practicing romance and you're practicing relationships, you have to take a bite, even if it's scary, even if you don't know what it's going to taste like, you have to try it. That's something that's coming through here with the infinite possibilities is they're trying to create a stagnancy in your love life for you to lean more into depth of who you are as a person. So then when you meet somebody else, you're not afraid to go into the depth of what that connection brings you. So like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I've read for you before that when you transition from where you are now into college, it's like you're already going to feel a little bit out of your element because you're around people that are at your level. Right now you're not. You're like a big fish in a small pond. So that's going to be a little bit intimidating for you. So you're cultivating a sense of confidence. So when this person comes in with the King of Pentacles, they might be older than you. Let's be honest, they're probably going to be older than you if you're like going to college early. So you can consistently work on this. With the 8 of Pentacles coming out, this gives me long-term energy. This is like, let's work on this together. Let's actually both commit and let's stay disciplined. So I do feel like you're manifesting an actual stable long-term partner. You know, I'm not saying it's like your husband or your wife, but it's definitely like a long-term partner. And then clarify this last section here. 3 of Pentacles on the bottom, which are freaking, I'm saying this energy of like working together. You've done so much on your own. Like there's a lot of people that you've maybe worked with where you're carrying the connection. So essentially with relationships right now, when you are becoming more authentically yourself and you're expanding that confidence when it comes to your standards, you're actually lowering your guard. Because when you're guarded is when you're not like, you're afraid of rejection, right? So right now, when you fully become more authentic and you're like, oh, I've got myself, I don't really care if people reject me, I'm good, I'm fine. That's when you like meet somebody and you're being fully yourself. And then when it comes into that connection, you get to lean on that same sense of confidence. So your guard right now could be up from the fact where you're like, I've dealt with people that aren't good for me. I've dealt with people that are emotionally unavailable. Like this is just like the same thing over and over again. That belief is shifting the more you lean onto your own individuality, which on the bottom is the fucking Queen of Wands with the Ace of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying here. Queen of Wands is literally about confidence. And then the Four of Wands, which is the relationship card, ending it with the Nine of Pentacles again. Girl, oh my God. Oh my freaking God, with the Strength on the bottom, which is literally about confidence. Okay, so basis of this energy, you're not supposed to be focusing on love right now. Focus on what makes you feel good. That's literally the vibe here. You're being prepared for a connection right now. And the more loud you are with your authenticity, the more confident you are with that, and you bring that into this next chapter, that's attracting you to this next connection. Because the King of Pentacles is coming out in the first section, I do feel like you might meet this person soon when you go into this next chapter. So whether this is like you actually make a move or you go to the college, like whatever it is, I think that this is going to be like the start of your journey, and it's going to help you grow along the way. It's almost like you're being paired to like do it with somebody. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting for you, Aaron. And on the bottom is literally the World. The World with the Nine of Pentacles, which is independence and security, with the Strength, which is confidence. This is like boss bitch energy. Frogs and unicorns and butterflies could be really significant for you. I'd watch out for that for signs. Super interesting because my support system broke and I've had to rely on myself. That's what I mean. They're like pushing that on you. It's almost like your support system broke because they're like, don't lean on something that's not secure. Whatever you've been leaning on isn't secure. So it's like now you're creating that for yourself, and that's going to attract a new support system that is secure when you go into this next chapter. Girl, that's crazy. This is helping you raise your standards a lot as well. Oh, I'm so happy you got that reading, Aaron. I'm so happy someone bought that for you. My list is closed. I'm going to get off now. So I will be live again, guys, next Wednesday. So if you're not in like Indonesia area, then it's probably going to be Tuesday night for you. My stands are already through the roof, so that's the case. So if that's the case, that's crazy. It's more so about your emotional standards rather than your physical ones. It's like embodying your standards rather than just knowing what they are. That's why I think your support system broke, is because your support system may not have aligned to the standards that you know you have. So it's more so of an aligning energy rather than a more awareness. Guys, there's always so many trolls. It's just how it is. Tis wonderful. Yes, it is. Okay, guys. I love you. I love you guys so much. I will see you again next Wednesday. So next week, I might go live earlier than Wednesday. I don't know. We'll see. It might be earlier than Wednesday, but I'm planning for it to be Wednesday. So Tuesday in California, yes. It would be Tuesday night for you in California if you're in California. Okay, but other than that, I love you guys so much. I love you. Thank you for all of my mods. Shout out Aaron. Shout out. I will eat something. I'm freaking starving. Shout out all of my mods. I think maybe some of my mods maybe left, which is totally understandable. But I'll see you guys in my next live and or my next video, okay? I love you.